What's up, guys? Myron Gaines here with my boy Fresh Prince CEO. Today, we're going to talk about 10 signs she belongs to the streets. Let's get into it, baby. Yo, what's up, guys? What's up? Welcome to the Thursday edition of the Fresh and Fit podcast, which actually, let me switch the banner up right here. So clearly. I just came from going live with our boy John Sonmez from Bulldog Mindset. We had a great discussion on some of the reasons why guys fail with women. Please go subscribe to John from Bulldog Mindset. He's a good friend, knows what he's talking about, man. Guy's a multimillionaire. He's literally like in that top 1% that you want to get into. So if you want to become successful, you got to learn from guys that have already done it. So go subscribe to him. We had a great discussion. Yo, Prince, what's up, dude? How you doing, man?
Good, man. We just finished looking at some condos for the podcast. It's pretty lit. But I think we pretty much know which one we want to go to for you guys. It's going to be a great view, great scenery. So stay tuned for that for sure.
Yeah, man. Yeah. And before we get into it, we just a quick little precursor, guys, as far as like the
topic of the evening
today. So obviously today, guys, we're going to go over 10 signs she belongs to the streets. So let me define some things for you guys, just so you guys understand what's going on here. So when we say she belongs to the streets, we're talking about a girl that is promiscuous. Now, with that said, does that mean that women that are promiscuous are bad people? Not at all.
No.
Nothing wrong with it. As a matter of fact, we love promiscuous girls. So we don't have a problem with it. But the point is that a lot of girls are going to try to sell you guys purity, right? And they're going to put some things under the rug and kind of bank on the fact that you're too stupid to realize anything else. And I know there's a lot of guys in here that want to get married, want to get a long-term relationship, whatever it may be, and they're not going to be able to pick up on signs that their girlfriend used to belong to the streets. So this is going to be pretty much, we're going to give you guys 10 signs that she belongs to the streets.
Yeah, and also, man, like, guys, don't forget, right, that like she has so many options, bro. That like you need to make sure that she chose you rather than the other guy, you know. So keep that in mind.
Yeah. So yeah, man. Basically, so this isn't to bash women or anything like that, guys. This is simply so you guys are informed and you know how to move correctly. Because at the end of the day, I always say it: men are success sellers, women are purity sellers. And if you're not smart enough to understand these warning signs that we're going to go over, you're going to get bamboozled, and she's going to think that you're pretty much... Are you dumb, stupid, or dumb? All right, so with that said, we'll get right into it, man. So, Prince, you want to lead off with the first one? It's going to be number 2 on the private list.
Sure, I got it here. And guys, this one's very common, especially in today's social media age and like, technology age, where girls are always doing something that we always see all the time. And we're like, yo, why is she doing this while I'm on a date with her? And number 1 is going to be her phone always pings or alerts when you guys go out. So imagine you're on a date, right? This cool chick, whatever, she's bad. And you go sit down at a restaurant, or you go sit down at a bar. Her phone is pinging off nonstop. And you're like, yo, what's going on? Is she like in a group chat? Does she have a lot of friends? And it could be because she has many dating apps open, or it could be that she has some dudes that she sees on a regular, and you're just like the one for tonight. So it can mean a lot of things, but like that's a number 1 thing that she might be for the streets. And surprisingly, like this could be your regular girl on the street, your girl next door. This could be the girl in college. It could be anybody. So, you know what I'm saying? Look out for that.
Yeah. Guys, I mean, we talk about it all the time that in the modern day dating place, women have far more options than men do. I mean, at this point, if you don't, if you guys don't know that, we'll be the solidifiers for you. When we deal with our chicks, man, like, because we've done it before. Like I said, we like to collect data for you guys. We take L's for you guys all the time. And one of the things is what we like to do is if you're dealing with a chick that's like attractive, ask her, hey, can I see your DMs? Like, no judgment here. I just want to see. And you'll be amazed at like how they're like, oh yeah, sure. Take a look. And you'll see at like just the crazy amount of options. So if a girl's phone is buzzing all the time, more than likely what that means is she's talking to a lot of different guys. You know what I'm saying? Like she's really fielding her options. Now, there's two types of girls. Some girls like take every opportunity, right? Or control every opportunity.
Hey, there you go, buddy.
You know what I'm saying? Or you got the girls that get the attention and they don't really care. You know what I'm saying? And they just kind of deal with one or two guys, whatever it may be. But like if a chick's phone is always buzzing, it's buzzing because she's been responding to these guys and talking to these guys. There's probably been some kind of correspondence, some arrangements made, whatever it may be. And quite frankly, when women date men, guys, they look at them from a utility standpoint. So one guy will be saved in their phone as Uber, another guy is dinner, another guy is foodie, whatever it may be. You know what I'm saying? So you don't want to be put in that list as something saved other than your real name or a random phone number because you're the fling guy. So
yeah. Also, bro, to get over one-itis, just picture this, right? Guys, we're in a dire time where like girls have so many options, bro, that like you're probably never gonna be number one. Which is fine. Get that through your head. Like you're not gonna be number one. However, use that to your advantage. That way you come into the scenario not thinking that okay, I'm gonna wife her up from the beginning, or you know you're gonna come in from a very like clear perspective where you're gonna be like, you know what, she has options. I have options too. Let's see if we're a match or not. Rather than like, oh, she's beautiful. Like I'm probably gonna marry her in like 2 years. Like nah, come into on a clean slate, and then that way you have an open mind. Also as well, I always go on a date with these type of chicks, like Instagram models and stuff like that. And I say, hey, you know what? Say out to be like smash whatever. And I'm like, yo, like, I'm just curious, like, how many DMs do you get a day? And she'll like show me. And when I look, I'm like, yo, 99 plus DMs. And then there's like blue check mark dudes in there. There's like rappers in there, celebrities, TV stars. And I'm like, yo, like, why do you choose me out of all these people? Like, I don't get it. And surprisingly, guys, like, most of us have no chance unless we work on ourselves as high value males and become that guy. So that's like the like the scenario that we're in right now.
Yeah, facts. So we'll move on to the second, and we're counting down, guys, right? So this is going to be a countdown from 10 to 1. All right. So we're going to move on to number 9. So let's see here. Okay, number 9.
Round 2. Fight.
Right. She has a lot of male friends. So I mean, you guys would be surprised at like how often this actually happens. And the thing is, you might know this, right? Let's say you're dealing with a chick and you're dating her, whatever it may be. You might not find out about this until later on in the relationship that she like all her friends are dudes. And you guys got to understand that if a girl surrounds herself with only men, there's a couple problems with that. Well, number one, she knows this, but she's not going to accept it. All those guys are probably trying to sleep with her. You know what I mean? Like girls know deep down that when they have male friends, they're all trying to sleep with them, but women enjoy the attention so much that they're going to pretend to be oblivious to that cold, hard reality that all their male friends are just sticking around to get laid. And we actually did an experiment. Just again, this is why we're in the
funny story.
Let's go down memory lane real quick. So we're in Pembroke Pines. We're going on a double date, me and Prince, with one of my girls, and he had one of his chicks. Yeah. And the girl tells us, "Oh, I have plenty of male friends." So me and Prince look at each other like,
"Oh yeah, we know what this means."
Really, nigga?
You know what I'm saying? And then we're like, "Oh, okay, cool. Those guys all want to sleep with you, right?" And she was like, "No, they're my friends." Blah blah blah. I'm like, "All right, cool." Anytime a girl says something dumb like that, this is what I tell her. I'd be like, all right, listen, let's have some fun. Go ahead and text them that you're horny right now, and let's see what happens.
Yeah, and she was brave because she didn't have to. So, okay, you know what? I'll text my friend. I know him for like 5 years, 7 years. I'll text him right now that, you know what? What did we say? We said, I'm horny. Where you at? Right?
Yeah, I'm horny, and let's meet right now. And we didn't really think she was going to do it, but in the back of my mind, I was like, oh, yeah. I was like, yeah, this girl's about to get a stark reality check right now. So she sends a message to her friend that she's been friends with for years. And she says, I'm horny. What are you doing? And he just like, what do you say? Like, oh, I'm coming through right now. Something like that.
Yeah. And it's funny. In less than a minute, he responded, ping, where you at? I'm coming right now.
Yeah.
And mind you, that's her friend for 7 years, guys. That's why I say, like, guys, think about it, right? Be true to yourself. Are you really your friend because you like her or because you want to smash? Deep down, do you want to smash or do you like her? Because, I mean, honestly, for me, I have no friends that are girls, bro. Either we're smashing or we're not. That's it. So
Facts, man. No free attention. Shout out to Alan Roger Curry, man. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you don't, like, because you guys got to understand, women look at attention the same way that we look at sex. So if you are friends with a chick and you're giving her attention and she's not giving you sex, that's equivalent to like a chick you just have sex with her and you don't take her out ever. You don't talk to her. You kick her out your place as soon as you're done having sex. Like, it's the same thing. It's just that it's socially accepted for women to use men as friends. It's completely accepted. But if you do it the other way around, you're looked at as an evil guy. You know what I mean? So understand this: when a chick has a bunch of male friends, bro, it's a bad sign. And that also tells you things about herself, because if a girl doesn't have female friends, that's a red flag, because what that probably means is she was ostracized by her female friends, whether it's, and girls typically don't kick each other to the curb unless like they did some vile stuff. And one of the big ones is she probably slept with her boyfriend or a guy that she was talking to, whatever it may be, because we all know that pre-selection is huge for women. So if her friend is dealing with a guy and that guy's attractive, automatically he's going to raise up a few points. And if she sleeps with that guy, well, that's going to be grounds for her friends to pretty much terminate her. So just keep in mind, when a chick doesn't have female friends, that's a huge red flag.
Yo, also, bro, I got another story on that. So I went on a date like maybe 2 weeks ago, and this chick, I told this chick like, yo, same thing, like, oh, I have a lot of guy friends. I'm like, wait, what? Like, how does that work? She's like, oh, you know, like, I don't gel well with girls. Like, girls are very like, you know, jealous and hating. So I have one of the guy friends. I'm like, let me ask a question, right? Like, what if you were to say to one of those guys once again, would you, you know, like, I'm horny, where you at, right? She's like, oh, that would never happen. Like, it's funny though, because like one of my guy friends, we had sex maybe like 3 months ago. I'm like, wait, what? She's like, she even admitted to me, like, yeah, her guy friend she had sex with. And I'm like, wait, is that your friend or is that your friend? I mean, is that your guy, your lover or your friend? She's like, oh, well, you know, it just happened to be one of those scenarios where it spiraled into something deeper. I'm like, nah, he always wanted to smash you from the beginning. Like, he wasn't really your friend. So
facts.
All in all, she was trying to prove a point, but she couldn't because she's still slept with the guy. So my thing is like, men and women, for the most part, can't truly be friends. I mean, maybe in like a off circumstance, but it's very, very, very rare. And I find it to be very like, what's the word? Misleading, because generally speaking, one party wants one more than the other, and that's why they're bonding at that point, rather than like just being separate, you know. So
yeah, there's always a party that's looking for something romantic. It just so happens to be that it's typically the male, and the woman won't allow it, but she's still going to take that free attention and soak it up. You know what I'm saying? So you got to be smart and not give your attention away for free to these women that want to use you. Because here's the thing: if you're willing to sit there and not get sex from her, right, and be her friend, you're validating her heavy, like heavy. You're basically, what you're saying is your presence alone is good enough, and I will sit here and wait for you to give me sex. And the reality is this: guys that are good with women, alpha males, etc., they don't let women leverage sex against them in return for some kind of compliance. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't see Future out here or Drake friend zoning. Like, if anything, they're friend zoning the girls. Like, the other way around. You know what I'm saying? And I talked about this on John from Bulldog Mindset show just now. Like, Selena Powell did an episode where she was teaching girls how to properly slide in the DMs of rappers. And you know what one of her first tips was? She said, if you're going to deal with a rapper, when he tells you to come over, you better be about it. Because if you're not, he's going to kick you out immediately. And that's how all high value guys operate. They don't let women siphon off free attention or anything else in return for sex, bro. You kick girls to the curb immediately. They don't want to give you sex. And here's the thing: a girl is under no obligation to give you sex, guys. Obviously, you know, it's her body, her choice. But you know what? It's your attention, your choice too. You kick her out the curb, baby. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, I'm a little bit more lenient than Myron, because I won't kick you out. I'm just gonna be like, yo, like, I got stuff to do. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna bring a chick over that wants to smash when you leave. That's it. But I'm a little bit more lenient than, you know what I'm saying, our boy Myron over here. He's like ruthless to the point.
If a girl tells me like, oh no, we're not hooking up, I'd be like, oh, okay. Wrong answer. You can leave now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna sit here and like, you know, like, because I know the game. Like, when a girl tells you no, clearly what that means is, hey, you're not really like the best option right now. I'm gonna leverage, you know, my sexuality in return for another date or more attention, whatever. And that's not the way I operate. So I need to let her know off rip, hey, baby, you're replaceable. You know. And when you do that, it's like a very honest indicator that she doesn't have control over you. You know what I mean? Because that's what girls do. They use their sex to get compliance from men. So when she does that, I'm like, oh, hell no. You know what I'm saying? So
Robert wants to Don DeMarco, because that was pretty bomb.
Don DeMarco.
So, all right, cool. Let's get into the next one. Prince, you want to lead this one off right here?
All right. So we had number 3, I believe. No, sorry. Number 3? Yeah.
Not right. Yeah.
Round 3.
Go ahead.
So this is very popular in my area of expertise because it's like social media, and it's very common, especially in Miami, probably New York, very hot spots like LA too as well. And the thing is going to be, she's showcasing a very extravagant lifestyle, but she can't afford it. Meaning she works at CVS, she works at Kroger's, she works at Publix, and she's out traveling to like Spain, Dubai, let me see, like Japan. I'm like, yo, what do you do for work? Because as far as I know, you're working at the grocery store, bagging my groceries, and you're flying every weekend to someplace new. I'm like, yo, like what's going on here? And funny enough, guys, like this will be guys that actually have like a lot of influence or a lot of money that pay for this stuff for them. And you ever wonder, like, sometimes you'll see a girl's Instagram, like she's at a place alone all the time. I'm like, you're not there alone. Someone's taking the picture for you, and they're paying for everything for you as well. So don't front and not like you're all that high stuff, because you're not. They're paying it for you. So in my opinion, when they're showing off like an extravagant lifestyle and they're not really like, I'm saying, the ones affording it, they're fronting for the most part, and she's probably gonna be for the streets. So that's how it is.
Bruh. When I see a girl's Instagram, bro, and I'm seeing like an extravagant lifestyle, and this is why you guys got to come on our Patreon. We got some like exclusive stuff behind the scenes where we're gonna like give you guys identifiers. You know what I'm saying? Like really identifiers to like distinguish like girls that like belong to the streets, or like girls, like different types of women in different categories. And like one example is like if she's showing off like some crazy extravagant lifestyle, but like she doesn't work, which is very common in Miami, bro. Like it's very like like, you know, she's at like a pool party, she's in a VIP area, there's a bunch of liquor that costs thousands of dollars, she's showing foreign cars, whatever it may be, like she's showing this crazy lifestyle, but you know this chick like she works at like CVS or something like that. You already know, like,
really, nigga,
like, yo, you know what I'm saying? You know off rip that like she's probably a sugar baby, or she's like she's sponsored by somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like some dude is like paying for that.
Yep.
And, girls that like, and the thing is like girls that like that are like that, typically they have, how do I say this? Their hypergamy is on steroids. They're basically looking for the next best deal to help get them clout. You know what I'm saying? So that they can, because you guys got to understand, like a lot of girls like go to nightclubs and bars or whatever to perpetuate a certain lifestyle. Like you, and this is when I teach guys night game, one of the biggest things that you need to learn is being able to discern women that are interested versus girls that are just like out there to get clout. And a lot of girls will go out to top clubs, bars, whatever, and they'll try to get in your table so they could take pictures with your liquor, with your VIP, and make it look like it's theirs. I'm gonna say that again, bro. A lot of girls go to nightclubs and top end spots solely to get into your VIP, to take pictures with your liquor in your area and make it look like it's theirs, or make it look like they have this certain crazy lifestyle. So
facts.
Don't like it. So knowing that a lot of girls do that, chicks that typically do that are trying to attract a certain demographic of male. You know what I'm saying? She's trying to get the attention from a rapper, a celebrity, whatever it may be. That's why they perpetuate this lifestyle, even though it's way out their means. You know what I'm saying?
Last thing, bro, like I had a client the other day, right? And he had a girlfriend, right? But mind you, he was paying for everything. He was paying for the rent. She didn't pay anything. He was paying for her clothes, travel, everything, right? And she would always record on her Instagram, like where she's at, but never put him on her Instagram, right? Ooh. And he's like, yo, bro, like I can't figure out, like, is she cheating on me? Like, what did she ever post me? I'm like, bro, one, because she doesn't really love you. Because think about it, right? If a girl's really feeling you, she's gonna post it because she wants other people to know that, okay, this is my dude. If she's just posting like the drinks, the table, the travel, and pictures of herself, bro, think about it. How many guys are in her DM like, yo, where you at? Like, let me take you out. And guess what, right? For him, I had to tell him, look, bro, you should break up with her because she has tons of options now that you let her accumulate off of your dime, bro. So guys, be very careful. If you got like a girlfriend or a girl that you're seeing, she's not posting you on social media at all, or she's like, you know, saying take pictures of everything, guys, that probably means that she has a lot of options in her DMs already, and you're out the door as soon as there's a better option or better available offer. So be careful about that, guys.
And bro, see, your boy came to the realization.
It was at this moment he knew.
Like, yo, like, yo, like, and here's the thing. She basically on his dime got clout, showed that she's higher status, whatever it may be. Now higher value guys are hitting her up, and she's probably going to leave him for them. And you guys got to understand this, bro. Like, girls they're always gonna like this is why like girls that are on Twitch, OnlyFans girls, webcam women, a dirty secret that they're not going to tell you is that they have a boyfriend or some kind of dude that they're dealing with. But they're never going to put that on camera because women intrinsically know that men are attracted to purity and exclusivity. So if a woman is able to sell you that fantasy, hey, you're the only one in my life, you're going to be more likely to give her your resources, your time, your attention, whatever it may be. I always say women are purity dealers, man. So she is to her audience on Instagram, whatever it may be, Twitch, she needs to sell the illusion that she's single so that guys can give her attention. And then when the highest bidder comes in, hey, you know, it's time. So you got to be smart and you got to know. Don't let a chick leverage your resources and your stuff and use it to get herself more clout. Now, if it's a chick that you're just dealing with sexually, you don't even care because you're doing your thing too, that's one thing. But if it's your girlfriend or a chick that like has some kind of like real investment from you, bro, you need to curb that thing immediately. You know what I'm saying?
Guys, this is my quote here. I call this one of my CEO quotes. It's for Instagram. If he likes your girl's picture, he wants to be in the picture. Let me repeat that. If that guy...
Wait, hold on.
So your girl's posting all these hot pictures on Instagram, all these stories. If he likes your girl's picture, he wants to be in the picture. So just remember that.
All right. With that one, too much heat being dropped right now, bro. I know a bunch of OnlyFans girls, Instagram girls are probably punching the air right now, mad that we're exposing these secrets. So
we let the cat out of the bag, bro. I'm sorry, ladies, but we got to. Man. Our guys come first. Or
shout out to Red Sings the Blues, $5 donation to you and to you to have bad practice. We'll catch the playback. Thank you, brother. No worries.
Love Wrestling Blues, love, bro. Appreciate you,
man. Thank you. Yeah, man. At the end of the day, we're about to lose some chicks over this, but it is what it is, bro.
Guys, also as well, the Patreon's gonna be lit. We're gonna give you guys insider details on our dates, how we, you know, what I'm saying, close the deals, like all that, bro. Like Patreon's gonna be lit, so watch out for that too.
Yeah, facts. We already got a couple of videos up there. And we got a surprise reveal at the end here. Okay, so next one is going to be
round 4.
She has a lot of tattoos. Okay, so I know this is probably going to offend some people. You know what I'm saying? But there seems to be a shocking correlation between girls that belong to the streets and high tattoos. And you got to understand, guys, you know, you don't put bumper stickers on a Bentley, you know what I'm saying? And quite frankly, women that move a certain way don't want to be perceived a certain way. And and typically tattoos is a pretty, it's not always, you know, there are chicks that don't have any tattoos that are for the streets. And there are chicks that do have tattoos that are not for that, you know, don't belong to the streets. Yeah. But it's one of the signs that you can look for. Prince, you want to touch on it a little bit?
Yeah, so it's an indicator. It's not a definite always is, but at the same time, like, think about it, right? How many girls do you know that you've gone on a date with and like they're on Tinder, they're on low quality apps, and like I'm not saying like it's a bad thing, but like she has multiple guys always talking to, and you're just like another one of them. And sorry to say, but most of them have tattoos, and they might have like a nose piercing or like you know what I'm saying, like their cheeks pierced. So like it's very like telltale of like she doesn't give a crap about life, and it's just like, oh, I do whatever I want. So to think that you're gonna tie her down and keep her as your only girl is probably gonna be hard because she doesn't care about you or what you feel like. She just cares about herself, and like, you know what I'm saying? Any respectable girl has been raised by a functioning mom and dad probably won't do that to herself, because either she's trying to escape pain, you know, bad experiences, and the pain for the tattoos helps her like feel a relief from it, or she just doesn't care about like her image, and that's bad for you, because if you're having an arm piece, arm candy, for the most part, if you go like a function or a gala, you don't want to take that with you. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like a double-edged sword, because it can be, I mean, she might look bad, but at the same time, it's like, bro, you know, not good. I'm not good. I look for anybody else. So
Max, and before I get into my, because I want to double down on this with the tattoos real quick. American Mustang Stories. Myron must say, just finished watching your talk with Rolo. Now this, I feel like things have never started coming together this quickly for me. You, my new fave RP coach, right
awesome
now. Thank you, brother, man. Hey, you know, jump on the Patreon. We're gonna be getting even more stuff, because yo, I don't want to sound arrogant or cocky, bro, but like me and Prince are really out here, bro, like dealing with these, like, we're telling you guys this stuff from like straight experience, you know what I'm saying? And oh god, like if you guys saw how many L's we take, I mean, we take a lot of W's too, but like we take L's, and we're proud to share these L's with you guys.
Yep.
Because at the end of the day, you're gonna learn more from our losses than from our W's. Now let me talk about tattoos real fast, guys. self-mutilation is typically a sign of some kind of problems. You know what I'm saying? Now, with that said, am I saying every single girl that has tattoos is for the streets? Absolutely not. As a matter of fact, she might have some tattoos that are like, hidden, tasteful, whatever it may be. I'm not saying those girls are for the streets, but if she has a bunch of like leg tattoos, she's all tatted up in public areas where like if she went to a job interview, it would still be obvious she's tatted up. It's kind of a red flag that you need to be concerned about, because self-mutilation typically isn't something that higher value women are going to do. You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
So it's something that you need to be out for. Now, does this mean that she's immediately for the streets? No, but if you see a lot of tattoos along with these other signs that we're going to give you guys, bro, more than likely, man,
she belongs to the streets.
So, you just got to these are some things you got to look out for. So, like, Cardi B, big ass tattoos, man. Yeah, just be careful, guys. Go ahead, Prince. You want to say something else?
Oh, so we got a new Patreon supporter, Spencer. Spencer, if you're in the chat, bro, like shout yourself out. I'll give you a shout out here too, because we appreciate you, bro, for pledging. So much love, bro.
Thank you, man. So okay, so let's get to the next one. All right, Prince, this one's on you. This is actually a point that you came up with that I agree with 1,000%. You got it? The next one?
Hold on. Can we make Spencer a mod as well?
Yeah. One of the guys, can you do that in the chat
Cool.
that are watching?
Awesome.
Yeah, the next one here?
Got it. I got it here. So this is going to be number 5, I believe. I'm 4.
Number 6 on the list.
6. Okay. Phone is... Okay, so this is funny one because, like, I see this happen all the time, and it's like, honestly, I don't look at it as like a disrespect. I look at it as more like, you know what I'm saying? Like, she wants to hide her current like situations, and by that I mean you're gonna date with a chick, right? Once again, you go to a bar, you go to dinner, whatever, and her phone is placed flat down, phone facing the table, the face facing the table.
Oh.
So that means that, like, one, you can't see notifications, and she probably has it on silent, so you can't hear any thing coming in. And that means 2 things for me, 2 red flags for me, right? One, it means that she doesn't want you to see the intense beeping on her that's gonna happen from her phone, or all the notifications, and she's probably on a bunch of dating apps getting a lot of messages as well. And then 2, it is a little bit of a respect, because like she doesn't want you to see the the onslaught she's getting, but it could be like, you know what, like, oh, I want him to think that I'm like the pure girl from the south when you're like the dirty girl from the north. You know what I'm saying? So like it's kind of like a deception a little bit. So my thing is, like, if a girl's smart, she'll put her phone on like do not disturb. I put it up. Because then I'm not thinking to myself, like, oh, is she like hiding something? Because think about it, right? You're at a table, bro. Anybody that does like this and then like this, I'm like, yo, why is your phone upside like down? Like, that's kind of weird to me. So at the same time, I get why girls do it, but it's kind of like, what are you trying to hide? Like, what's behind the phone screen, lady? Let me know.
Yeah, bro. Like anytime, a chick puts her, like, you're meeting her on a date and she puts her phone down, your radar needs to go up. Because like I told you guys before, once you understand this about women, you're gonna be able to move correctly. Women always sell purity, okay? They're always gonna try to sell you the dream of I'm exclusive, I'm not dealing with no other guys, whatever. Because women know deep down their ability to lock down a high value guy is contingent upon their ability to sell purity to you. You know what I'm saying? So let me say that again. I really want you guys to understand this, and it's gonna make things a lot clearer when you deal with women. Women, their strategy is to sell you purity, right? And they fundamentally understand their ability to sell purity, like their ability to lock down a high value guy is contingent upon their skills and their ability to sell you purity. You understand? Mm-hmm. So them putting their phone face down when they meet you should have your alarms raised, because what that probably means is that she's dealing with a lot of potential suitors, which is fine. I'm not saying girls can't spin plates too, which they do anyway. But she's trying to hide that from you. You know what I'm saying? And more than likely, that means that she's trying to sell you. She's going to probably try to sell you some kind of aura, oh, no, I'm a good girl, all this other stuff. And you just, you know what I mean? And you just need to be like, okay.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
So just don't be a sucker and fall for it, man. Because when a girl puts her phone down, face down when she's on a date with you, that means she probably doesn't want you to see unflattering things about her Instagram going off, her online dating apps going off, all her text messages going off, WhatsApp, all these things. You know what I'm saying?
Or proper decency is like, hey, I've been on dates where girls put their phone in their purse. Like they always have a purse. They're like, oh, you know what? putting my purse so I can focus on you. And then you know what I'm saying, we have a good conversation from there, and it's not like, oh, she's hiding anything. It's like it's gone out of my sight. I don't see it. So that's pretty much good. A good telltale like she's respecting your time and your decency as well. So just proper etiquette in my books at least.
Yeah, for sure, man. If she puts her phone face down when she first meets you, you already know what's going on, bro. Like,
Yay!
as soon as you turn your head this way, she's looking at it like, oh, I got a text, blah blah blah. You know what I mean? So that's what it is. But like, if she puts her phone in her purse, that's a little bit less crass on her end. So, all right, we'll go to the next one. This one is going to be one of my favorites right now. We're going to move on to number 5. Reason that she belongs to the streets, and this one is a little bit you should know this, but we're gonna take a little bit of a deeper dive on this and explain this to you guys. So number 5 is she is a bartender, stripper, or cocktail waitress / something in the nightlife industry where she makes money on tips based on her looks / service.
Ooh,
yeah. So, I mean, this kind of goes without saying, but I'm just going to break it down for you guys real quick. So women that work in the nightlife industry, whether it's, a dancer, exotic dancer, bartender, whatever, they're constantly getting D's thrown at them. You know what I'm saying? They just slap with attention all day from would-be wieners. You know what I'm saying? So the fact that they're getting so much volume, like off rip, it's just to tell, like, there's no way they're not going to act on it, because when you work in that industry, you're rubbing elbows with top 1% men all the time, especially if you're in a city like Miami, Los Angeles, New York City, etc. You're a bartender, a stripper, or some kind of nightlife type entertainer in these major cities. You're going to rub elbows with celebrities, athletes, whatever it may be. So committing to these girls as a guy, it probably isn't a good move. I'm not saying don't go out with them or go out on dates with them or date them, not exclusively, but committing to a girl like this, like, bro. Oh, hell no. Because more than likely she's going to be running circles around you when it comes to her dating options and what she's got going on and everything like that. Prince, you want to touch on that a little bit?
Yeah, so actually, funny story, man. I met a guy. I was at FedEx posting some mail to my family, and this guy actually was asked me, what I do, because I had my chain on and stuff like that. I was like, yeah, man, I do a podcast every Thursday and Tuesday about dating. And he's like, yo, oh really? Oh, I'm about to get married, bro. I'm like, oh yeah, how's that going? He's like, oh yeah, my girl, she's out of town right now, but she works at Tootsie's, which is a strip club over here, in Miami. Drake's always sings about it, and she's a bar girl. The girls that bring you drinks. And I'm like, bro, you're about to marry her? He's like, yeah, man. We've been together for 3 years, and I trust her with all my heart. And I'm like, bro, oh my god, I think you need to tune into our podcast, bro. Hopefully you're listening, bro. I didn't catch your name, but hope you're listening, because dude, I'm telling you right now, bro. You only see what she wants you to see. You don't see what happens inside the club. And you're probably working as well whenever she's working. So it's kind of like, bro, I would just be super careful, because you never know. One day, some baller dude could come in there and yo, I want to change your life. You and you think she can stay with you at that point? She could, but it's just so hard to get that out of my head. I don't know. It's just difficult, because you never know what could happen. It could be Future, it could be Drake, it could be anybody. She's a Tootsie's, bro. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is, guys, be careful, because yes, they're beautiful. Of course, that's why they're working there. You know what I'm saying? To get more tips and stuff like that. But you never know in that scenario what could happen. And guys, I'm sorry to say this, I don't trust anything that comes out of a girl's mouth unless it's my you know what I'm saying, my milk. But yeah, you got me, bro. Yeah. So just be careful about that.
Bro, your boy,
he needs some milk.
This is what happens when you're thirsty and you don't know better, bro. Girls are gonna sell you that purity, and you're gonna take an L. Shout out to Less Is More. You guys are spitting fire, listening from Port St. Lucie, Florida. Hey, what up, bro? You're right up 95, man. So let me give you guys. So here's the thing, man. This is coming from experience, guys. I've dated several strippers. Okay, several girls that that work in this industry, right? Hired guns, as you want to call it. And quite frankly, bro, when you deal with these girls, you're basically on a ticking time bomb, bro, because what's going to happen is there's going to be an end to the relationship at some point. There's always going to be some guy that's higher value that's going to come across, or some dude that's going to simp and like, show her a good life and rescue her from, her perils or whatever it may be. And you just have to accept the consequence of dealing with women like this is that you're on a borrowed clock. You know what I'm saying? And you shouldn't take them seriously, because here's the other thing too about women that work in the industry. A lot of them drink a lot. A lot of them do extracurricular activities that starts with a D, which we're not going to say here because we're trying to keep this YouTube friendly. But
Patreon.
Patreon, exactly. You know what I'm saying? Which we're going to go into this a little bit deeper, guys, and give you guys some stories to learn from our mistakes. But these women typically are not good candidates for any type of real relationship or any type of real investment from your part, because you're on a clock when you deal with them. And then the chances of you being, like I said, like we always say, guys, highest bidder always wins. So when you live in a major city like Miami, LA, whatever, and your girl's a stripper at a top club like Tootsie's or 11 or any of these places, she's constantly going to be running around and meeting these these like crazy high value guys. And at some point, she's not going to want to miss out on the temptation to meet these guys. Here's another thing. These types of establishments, I hate to say it, they attract a lot of degenerates. You understand? Like a lot of these strip clubs, whatever it may be, attract a lot of low value men that might have some money, but they're on the criminal underworld, if you know what I'm saying. You don't really want to be associated with chicks that deal with these kinds of guys long term, because that's where other problems can arise. Where never underestimate what a simp will do for a woman. You know what I'm saying? Like there's dudes out here that will kill you over a girl, guys. And a lot of degenerates frequent these places, if you know what I'm saying. So you honestly should not take any real stake in a lot of these girls. You want to date them, whatever, have some fun, that's cool. But understand that one of the consequences of dealing with these girls is you're probably going to have to share her, and she's going to probably not be with you for long. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of these girls live a disheveled life. They're constantly having highs and lows. There are a lot of emotional trauma, etc. So you don't want to be really taking these types of chicks serious, because it's going to cause you a headache, man.
I got a quick story too, bro.
All right, hold on.
Yeah, man. So like a year ago, before you met me, actually 2 years ago, I was I used to go to booby trap a lot, right, on the river. That's like my spot, booby trap. And then I met this Colombian girl, really cool, whatever. And I used my stripper game to pull her, you know what I'm saying, without paying a dime, Mm-hmm. And we started going out, talking, all that stuff, chilling, smashing, whatever. And we're getting pretty close. But then I didn't really know like the, saying the repo, whatever. But I was kind of like, doing my thing. And then she was asking me one day, like, hey, I'm having issues with my car. I think I'm gonna need a new car. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, oh damn, that sucks. Like, I hope you get it fixed. But like, I don't have the money to give you the, I'm saying, to like fix the car. She's like, oh, well, I was just seeing, what you could do, because, I don't have anybody else and like I need help. I'm like, damn, I get what you're saying, but
damsel in distress game.
That's not my role. You feel me? So kind of find out, maybe like 2 weeks later, we were supposed to chill and she didn't show up. I'm like, yo, like, what's up? Kind of find out later on, because she didn't show up. I was like, yo, like, is she seeing somebody else? And then like maybe like 3 days later, I checked her Instagram story. She was at some dude's crib with like a nice stripper pole penthouse view, and I already knew what happened. Like, I didn't pay for her car to get fixed. She met some dude in the strip club. He offered to pay for her, and Paulie like took her away from me. So like, guys, very important. Those type of girls, bro, they're looking for someone to like take care of them, and you can have fun with them, but don't take it serious, because that might happen to you as well, or even worse. So.
Yeah, man. Like girls like that, like I said, they're going to sell that damsel in distress, because women know deep down that like to get resources or extract some kind of help from men, they need to play like I need help or whatever. They're going to play their little. They're going to tell you their sob story. Oh my God, I don't have money. I'm going to get kicked out of my apartment. All this, and they're going to pull at your heartstrings, right? Because it's like men are like naturally, we're designed to help and provision for women. So they're going to play on that and think you're a sucker. And then and guess what? While she's telling you that, she's talking to
another one, and another one, and another one, and another one.
She's talking to a million other dudes telling them the same sob story, and she's extracting resources from everybody. You know what I'm saying? So Don't be a sucker. Don't fall for it, because especially girls like that work in the strip club or nightlife industry, like they're professionals at conniving men, bro. They're like literally like, this is what they do. Their job is to extract resources from you, with a lap dance or whatever it may be. So don't fall for it, man.
Yeah.
Like, and we talk about this too. We're gonna do a Patreon video for you guys on how to date strippers and all these other girls. But one of the biggest things is you can't enter the customer frame, bro.
Those girls, bro. The moment you spend any type of money on them, you're a customer. Like,
done.
Stripper game is simple. You don't spend any money. You just interact, get the phone number, and you're out. So that's like a quick tip right there. Also, as well, they're trained to use men's thirst against them, meaning that like your thirstiness, your type of like affection that you want, they're gonna use that against you to pull resources out of you. So that's what they were bred to do, basically. So if you let them get money out of you, you're pretty much a customer. And then from that point, you're nothing else other than a dollar sign. So,
bro, as soon as the chick sees any kind of weakness in you, like one of these girls that like a dance or whatever it may be,
Get over here!
she's gonna come for your neck, bro. And she's definitely gonna try to extract as much money as she can. And then when your sim self is like, okay, let me write you a check for $1,000 and help you out, she just like, you know what I'm saying? So yo, don't simp for these girls because they're talking to a million other guys trying to get whatever. And just like Prince just told you, she tried to get him to pay her money, and then she was talking to other guys at the same time.
Yep.
First bidder came, and then you know what I mean. She's gonna reward him with some sex or whatever it may be. But at the end of the day, like she ain't gonna respect him. You know what I'm saying? And you guys gotta understand too, when you're dealing with like strippers and girls that like work in the nightlife industry, you're gonna lose her to simps all the time. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna lose her to simps every single time.
by the way,
willing to spend money. Go ahead.
By the way, that same chick that went to that dude that paid for her car or whatever came back to me after saying she was sorry that she left because that guy was a simp. He was like a, you know what I'm saying? a lover boy. So, mind you, I didn't take it back, but I was like, yeah, okay. So, I knew what it was from the beginning, but you know what I'm saying? It's all good.
Yeah, Prince was just like,
really, nigga?
nah, you done. You know what I'm saying?
On your head top. Boom.
Boom, done. So, all right, we got some super chats here. Sergio's A Butte. Keep up the good work, boys. Hey, man, thank you, brother. I appreciate the super chat.
Bro.
Chris P. Hey, Chris, one of our guys, bro. You guys are going to see a little bit more of him when we get our studio set up. He's going to be helping us out behind the scenes. He's a local here in Miami, one of the Brickle gang. Seen these boys work in person. They're about what they preach. They take L's to share to make us better with women. Make us better with women. I see those W's also. Thank you, Chris. I appreciate it, man.
Love
and
Chris.
Robert, 220 watching. Salute, boys. Yeah, man, guys, get the likes up, man, so you can share this with a friend so they don't get tricked. You know, when a chick tries to purport herself to be like a good girl, when in reality
She belongs to the streets.
So, okay.
Yo, real quick, I want to big up Chris real quick. Chris came by the crib, right, over here in Brickell, and he took a picture with my dog on my balcony, right? And funny enough, I think he got a DM like maybe like an hour later, and this chick was like, "Hey, oh my god, cute dog." And I think he got laid after that from that on picture. So yo, guys, DHV value, bro, with some cute dogs and some cute stuff can get you a long way, guys. So there you go.
Air horn for Chris getting some action. All right, so we're gonna go on to the next one. So okay, you want to touch this one, Prince?
Sure. So this one's gonna be. Oh yeah. This is another one.
Important.
This is like so funny because like I can tell when a girl's like on this level and like what she's doing, and she'll come at me like, "Oh, like I'm a good girl. I want to wait, bruh. I know what you're doing. Like you can't trick me. Like you can't play the player. You get me? Anyhow, so this is gonna be. She travels a lot and are alone, guys. I'm tell you right now, girls hardly ever travel alone, and if they do, it's like to meet someone outside. So for example, like I know a chick that she'll travel to like Chicago from Miami almost every other weekend because she's going to see a dude. Mind you, she had a dude here, but she'll be like, "Oh, it's for work." So guys, girls travel for a specific reason, and look, they want to have fun when they travel. So let's say, for example, you got let's say you have like a girl or wife, right? She's like, "Oh, honey, I'm gonna go on a girls trip," and you're like, "Oh yeah, honey, go right ahead. You know what I'm saying? Go have fun. You know, you're sick and tired of seeing her, whatever." Guys, she's gonna have fun on that girls trip, and believe it or not, her friends are gonna encourage her to have fun and forget about John. Let's say your name is John at home, and you know what I'm saying, get loose and let go. So, and the thing is, whenever they go on vacation, the rules are off, meaning that like any rules she had inside of your state, once she's outside that state, it doesn't apply. So that's the mentality of girls leaving you and going someplace else. They don't, the rules don't apply. And another thing too is that like she'll leave and she might have like maybe a sugar daddy or like a guy that sponsors her. And you know what I'm saying? It's just so many things that might happen when she leaves. So be very careful about that happening, guys. Okay.
Yeah, man. So Yo, you guys got to understand, like when a chick travels alone, she's doing that.
Sad.
I'm going to give you guys a final answer right now as to why women travel, so that they... The reason why, guys, is because just like Prince says, it helps her hamster in her head and rationalize actions that she otherwise would never have taken where she locally lives. Hold up. Wait a minute. I really want to stress that. When girls travel a lot, they use it to rationalize behaviors that they otherwise would never conduct where they normally live. And the reason why is because there's consequences to their social status if they were to, let's say, get loose or demonstrate certain attributes about themselves with their localized sexual marketplace. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
This is why girls take trips to Cancun, to Miami, to Vegas, Dubai. You know what I'm saying? Where's Memphis? You know what I'm saying? Like for bachelorette parties, like change in geography will loosen them up to do things that they otherwise would never do before. Okay? And I'll tell you guys right now, these boat parties here in Miami, you guys think, oh, I'm just gonna go girls' night out with my friends and stuff like that. Nah,
nope.
Like, no, she's showing up to get some. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just, you guys gotta understand that, like, traveling a lot of the times creates plausible deniability for them to act on their true intent. You know what I'm saying? On what they want to do, and get some fun.
Also, just real quick, guys. Even in Miami, South Beach for us, like I used to go back there like a year ago when I was like, while I'm on my stuff. The easiest girls to game were tourist girls. You know why? One, they're out of their element, even though they might have a boyfriend, and then two, they're here for a couple of days. They want to have fun and let loose. So literally, me and my boy Carl will go down to South Beach, maybe like 7 o'clock, 8 p.m., talk to some girls, and by 10, 11, we're like smashing inside their hotel room because it's like they're here to have fun, guys. A couple of drinks, a little bit like music, and they're good to go. So tourist girls, be very careful.
Unique 79 with the super chat with the 5 British pounds. Big love from London to MIA. Salute my. Thank you, Unique, bro.
Thank you, bro.
Supporting, man. Supporting. I see you all over the place.
He's in the chat holding it down, bro.
Yeah, he is, man. Him and Aaron and Rob just banning these haters, bro. I love it. Okay, get your social media game up, bros. Good IG is worth more than a perfect physique. Shout out, bros. Listen to him. Yeah, it's facts, bro.
Jared, he's one of the clients I had earlier, and he's a cool dude, man. He's I think he's like 6'3" as well. Very jacked. And trust me, we're gonna work on his social media game to get him like the best set of girls he can get, and he'll be good to go from there.
Abby Jackson with the 5 Canadian dollars. Good content, Myron and Prince. Love the show. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Abby.
Cal Denicus, $5. You have her in your phone as baby. Someone else has her in her phone as anal monster. Yo,
wow.
Facts, man. Facts, bro.
True.
Facts. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, no. So yeah, I agree. Like, so yeah, guys, you got to understand the reason why we know this is because we live in one of the main destination cities where the girls come to get loose. You know what I'm saying? Like, she takes her wedding ring off when she comes here. You know what I'm saying? And I talk with Rolo. Like, a woman can't afford to like not max out her hypergamy if she finds the right guy. You know what I'm saying? So if your girl comes to Miami and she meets a rapper at a VIP, bro, you're gonna have to just take the dub on that one. You know what I'm saying? Because she's going to act out on that because women can't afford to miss an opportunity with a high value guy. You know what I'm saying? This is why I always tell guys, don't sit there and let a chick leverage sex against you, because if she probably doesn't see you as her best option. You know what I'm saying? And that's fine. She can 100% not give you sex, but you also don't have to give her free attention.
Facts.
Basically, oh, you don't want to bang? Okay, cool.
No, fuck that bitch.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to leave. You know what I'm saying? You ain't staying here. That's just how it is. So, she has every right to decline you, but you have every right to decline her too and kick her out and deal with a chick that will.
All right. Moving on.
Yeah, we'll move on. So yeah, guys, travel alone or travels alone. That's another red flag that she belongs to the streets, my friends. Okay.
All right.
Well, this one is you, Prince. This one,
man.
Go ahead.
Okay. Someone explain this to me. I do not understand how in the world every single girl has a cracked phone.
Bro,
a cracked iPhone. I don't understand it. Like, I'm like, did you all drop your phone at the same time? Like, bro, I swear to you, every girl I talk to has a cracked iPhone. I'm like, how is this even possible? This happen to you guys? I feel like it happens to me all the time. And that just shows me that either they had like a wild night and they dropped the phone, and you know what I'm saying, like either I don't know, bro. I don't know what it is, but they all have a crack phone. I'm like, yo, it's always the same type of girls, and they get loose and lit, and I'm like, yo, like I already know that I can't keep you for the the rotation because like you're probably too well for me. So,
bro, if you see a chick and you meet up with a chick and her phone screen is cracked, the alarm bells need to start ringing, bro, because that signifies other defects in her life, bro. Okay,
can't fix it.
You know what I'm saying?
Can't afford it.
It alerts a lot, and this is a subtle one. This is a subtle one that she belongs to the streets. If her phone is cracked, that automatically tells you she's not responsible, right? Number one, because she's cracking her phone. Because like, let's keep it real, bro. If you get like a basic screen
phone
protector,
case,
and a phone case, your phone's not gonna crack. You know what I'm saying? Very rarely is it gonna crack. Then on top of that, it shows that she doesn't have the money to get it fixed. And then the other thing too, which that's a red flag, right? That makes it hard up for money. And then the other thing too, that's not good, shows a lack of like temperance. You know what I'm saying? Like when her phone is cracked, that means that more than likely she's just not a responsible person. And if you can't even keep your phone from cracking, who knows what else you're getting involved in? You know what I'm saying? It's just it's an honest indicator that she doesn't have her life together. You know what I'm saying? So, and typically girls that don't have their life together,
She belongs to the streets.
you know what I'm saying? And that's fine. You know, she's not responsible and she wants to be young, wild, and free. That's cool. She can be young, wild, and free, but you're not going to be a sucker and sit there and commit to that either. You know what I'm saying? You're going to be young, wild, and free with her for a night, and then you're going to move on, you know? So, you know, you're not going to let her try to like pull the wool over your eyes and, you know, think that, oh, hold on.
Are you dumb? Stupid or dumb?
You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah. Chris brought up a good point. Chris P in the chat. He said, don't forget her dirty car as well. A dirty house, dirty car. That's another good one too. So add that to the list.
A dirty car actually is just a sign of like someone that's irresponsible in general. So I know I forget who one of my buddies. He's like he owns real estate property, and one of the things they do when they get a prospective tenant is they actually look at their car. If their car is filthy, more than likely they're not going to take care of the unit. So they don't lease it to them, you know? So that's just the general, like anyone's car is disgusting. That tells you a lot about them. You know what I mean? As far as like their cleanliness as a person, their responsibility, whatever. So yeah, if a girl's car, we'll add that as a little freebie. If a girl's car is disgusting, that's another sign that she doesn't have her life together either. Just
or
like
apartment.
Fact. Yeah, exactly. Or if her apartment is disgusting as well. Anything else on the screen, crack phone screen that you want to touch on?
No, that's it, bro. Pretty much like, you know, get that phone fixed, girl.
Yeah, get that phone fixed, man, because there's other problems there that are you know, they're gonna find out later the hard way. All right, so we're into the final two right now.
This is you, bro. This is all you, bro.
Okay, so we're gonna get into the final two, guys.
Round 2, fight.
All right, this one is long nails or crazy wigs. Okay. Now, with that said, guys, I'm not saying, you know, girls that have French manicure or, you know, or the French tips or whatever belongs to the streets. I'm talking about the crazy long nails that are crazy colors with the wigs or whatever. Like if your chick looks like Cardi B or Nicki Minaj before a video shoot, yo, you need to be, you need to start like figuring out what you're going to do, whatever it may be, because her street levels are,
It's over 9,000.
you know what I'm saying? So you need to really like start like, okay, I need to move a little bit cautiously with this one. Now, I see this all the time in Miami Beach. When you go out on Ocean Drive, whatever it may be, you get these these streetwalkers. Shout out to my man John from Modern Life Dating who coined that term, streetwalkers. And these are girls that you typically, you know, they're a little bit lower on the socioeconomic, a little ratchet. And these are chicks you typically don't want to be associated with long term because they're going to probably bring you a lot of headaches, if you guys know what I'm talking about. Yep. So any girl that idolizes Cardi B, Nicki Minaj, any of these like female rappers that like, you know, make it cool to be super sexual, super promiscuous, whatever it may be, hey, nothing wrong with that. Just understand that this is probably a woman that you don't want to have a long-term relationship with or get into anything serious with because you're going to take a big L. You know what I'm saying? Anything you want to add to that, Prince?
Yeah, and again, guys, we don't really like judge girls for this. Just like long-term stuff, we don't keep those girls around. You get me? Like it's not judgment. It's just kind of like long-term. We won't keep them like in our you know what I'm saying, rotation. So keep that in mind. Also, as well, for where we are in Miami South Beach, is the home of these like girls, the city girls, whatever they call them. So my friend says to me all the time, "Yo, we're going to the black market whenever we go to South Beach because like there's so many like weave and wigs and like long nails." Is like, yo, are we gonna have to fight our way through? Like, what's gonna happen here? So I mean, look, man, for a chick, man, all you gotta do is keep your nails like I'm saying, maybe medium, short. Don't keep them long because I mean you're not a witch. And then like, you know what I'm saying, the wig stuff, man. I don't know, man. Who are you trying to impress? Because any responsible guy is not gonna wife you up, take you home to mom if you're wearing like a wig and long nails. Like it's just like you're not a rapper. Like I don't know how to explain it, bro. But for me, that's a turn off. I'm just saying right now. So that's it.
Yeah, any type of like crazy long ostentatious wig is not something you want to get involved with, guys. You know what I'm saying? Because like you already know that her priorities are kind of like
Your show now. Press 1.
We're firing up the phone lines right now for
2.
you guys. But yeah, like any type of chick that like idolizes these types of women, you don't want to take her seriously. Cardi B, Nicki Minaj, who's that other Meg Stallion? You know that song WAP? They're playing that on repeat. You already know.
Now,
you know what I'm saying?
1 to hear
okay, let's see.
So you ready?
Yep, firing up the phone lines right now. All right, that's gonna bring
one?
to the final one. Yeah, let me
start your show now. Press 1 to hear important instructions. Press 2.
All right, guys. So we're gonna go on to the final
round.
Go ahead, dude. I'll finish firing up the phone line.
All right. So the final sign that she's for the streets, guys. She's for the streets. The final sign. Are you ready for it? Actually, you know what? Before we handle this one, put a 1 in the chat if you want the final point. If not, we're gonna put it on Patreon because this is kind of deep and dark. Actually, we might go further into on Patreon anyway. But like, put a 1 in the chat real quick, guys. Let me see who wants to see this last one because it's very, very, very uncommon. More common than you think. All right, we got Aaron, Robert, less more French. We got a bunch of ones here. Okay, perfect, guys. All right. So the final point that she's for the streets is, drum roll, please. She dated celebrities, right? So what I mean by that, guys, it's kind of like athletes, rappers, TV stars, and the thing with these guys that they're pretty much like high value. So like any girl that's dated these type of guys for the most part has been probably ran through. Now let me explain. Whenever you go to a rapper's house, and I'm kind of like friends with a couple rappers here. They don't want you to just sit down and talk about tea and like have a good time. They're trying to smash. So when you come to their crib, if you're not smashing, you need to get out. And for the most part, if those girls go with a group of friends, they don't want to look bad. So they're gonna be, okay. For example, right, Lil Pump, he'll be like, I want her, and her. And mind you might have a boyfriend or whatever, but your friend Lil Pump, he says I want you. You gonna tell him no? So my thing is, it's just been like a lot of rappers or athletes. I know those dudes run trains. I know those dudes don't give a crap. And some of them just don't use a rubber, period. So I'm like, all right, bro. Like I don't want to be in your atmosphere because like I know what type of energy you be on. And like it's sad because like, you know, this will be regular girls that you see on the street, but they being ran through and it's like, yo, bro, like, am I gonna wife you up? Hell to the no. But hey man, that's how it is. And look, we're in Miami, guys. So we got competition with like Myron always says, like Drake, Lil Wayne, all these guys, because like some of these girls, they'll date those guys too as well. And like, you know, it's tough. It's tough because you never know. You never know who's been tainted. So
bro,
yeah.
Like you guys gotta understand, like these rappers, man, when they get these girls over, they just pretty much
finish her.
Like you guys gotta understand, like these dudes, like rappers, celebrities, etc. Like a lot of them enjoy dehumanizing women.
Yeah.
Say that again, bro. Like I really. A lot of these guys get off on dehumanizing women, making them do like really deplorable acts to assert their dominance. You know what I'm saying? Like, and if you guys don't believe me, go ahead and look at the No Jumper podcast. You know, like these pissing on chicks, they're doing a bunch of like nasty stuff, man. And the reason why is because they've had so many women that they don't get off on regular intercourse anymore. They need like some weird stuff, you know what I mean, to get off. And like a lot of these guys enjoy the power that comes from being able to like assert dominance on women. So if a chick dates or deals with celebrities, rappers, athletes, whatever it may be, bro,
she belongs to the streets.
1000%, man. Because here's the other thing, especially if she's not a celebrity herself, like she's just a regular chick, the reason why she belongs to the streets is that she fundamentally now is going to be incapable of dealing with regular dudes.
Facts.
if a girl tells you anything like, oh, I've dated Drake, or I've been to a backstage party, or I went to like, some kind of, I used to see this guy for a bit and he has some clout, whatever it may be, just understand that the time clock is ticking. And now she's not going to be, once a girl has tasted a certain like level of man, she's not going to be able to go back, bro. Like she's not. So she's going to expect a certain type of treatment from men from this point forward. So once she gets a taste of that, like, bro, like you might have your turn, but it's just gonna be a matter of time until the next celebrity slides in her DMs or whatever. This is like a type of chick. Like if you deal with a girl like this, you might have her for a bit, and then as soon as like another rapper or athlete hits her up, she's gonna leave you for that guy because she's already gotten a taste of that lifestyle, and she wants to go back. You know what I mean? But she understands that like, oh, it's temporary, but she'll take that temporary gratification to deal with these high value guys, even if it means throwing you to the curb. So this is why girls like that, you don't want to really like take them seriously or commit to them or anything like that, bro, because once they get a taste of that lifestyle, it's a dub for you, bro. Like as an normal guy. Go ahead.
Quick story. I had a buddy back like maybe a year or two ago. I keep saying that because like I had a lot of friends back then. I guess we were like acquaintances, I guess, but whatever. This guy, right, had this chick for like 3 years, bro. They're going strong, you know what I'm saying? But she also had a poster of Chris Brown in her bedroom, right? And he also like asked her, yo, why is that not a picture of me? Why you also find this, always talking about Chris Brown, like, you know what I'm saying? He's regular, whatever. And she's like, oh no, that's my celebrity hubby. Like I love him. Funny enough, he was coming to town like 2 months later, right? And he didn't get to go to the concert because I think he had to work or something like that. But he bought her a ticket to go to the concert, right? Man, she's a beautiful girl. She's like an 8 out of 10. Beautiful girl, nice body, everything, right? Caramel, perfect. And she gets to go with her two friends from school, whatever. And for whatever reason, they're at the front of the stage. And one of Chris Brown's bodyguards says to them, hey, Chris wants to see you in the back. Now, guys, at this point, when I heard the story, I was like, I already know what happened here, bro. So she tells him that all they did is went back to take pictures, right? But I already know how it moves. Like, that's not what they did, bro. He probably said, look, I want you and you. The other one could leave or something like that, right? And she probably got down, bro. But he's thinking to himself, oh, no, she just took pictures. But I'm telling you, right, guys, any girl that has a fantasy about a celebrity and they have a chance to meet his presence, you think they're going to say, oh, no, and just turn back because you're your boyfriend? Come on, man. So be very careful. If your girl has a fantasy about a celebrity and you're in a city like Miami, LA, and they come to visit, you better go with her or you might lose out, bro. So I'm just saying that too as well.
Thanks, bro. And let me, as always, guys, we love giving you guys experiences so you can learn from it. I'm gonna take you guys down a trip down memory lane. So I was seeing this girl for a little bit, man. And, she gave a bunch of these signs, that
she belongs to the streets.
But the biggest one is she actually used to get flown out by Future and he would bring her out to LA to see her every, periodically and stuff like that. And at this point, I was like, all right, I already know this is going to be a dub or whatever. But what I learned from dealing with her was very telling. And what I mean by that was we went out on a date. We didn't actually hook up that time, but she came the next day and we ended up hooking up, right? Mm-hmm. And then after that, we were supposed to go out on like a second date, get some food, whatever. She flaked. So I was like, all right, cool. This is probably going to be charged to the game, whatever. And then she would hit me back up. Oh, I apologize, whatever. We're supposed to go out again. Flaked again. And then at that point, I pretty much just cut her and she moved. She's not in Florida anymore. She moved somewhere else. But the moral of the story is this, man. When girls start, and this is like an average chick. She's very good looking, but she's like an average girl. Nothing special about her. She works a regular 9 to 5, whatever it may be. But the point is that clearly we all know what happens when chicks flake on you, right? Pretty much they don't respect your time, right? They don't respect you as a man if they're flaking. And one thing I kind of figured out from this girl and other girls that I've dealt with that like, rub elbows, celebrities, whatever, like normal chicks, they have a higher perceived status of themselves and they'll never say it, but they think that they're better than you, bro. You know what I'm saying? And they're never going to say it, but their actions are going to dictate it. So they're going to be more flaky, less responsive, etc., because they dealt with the highest caliber of man already. So they automatically think, like even you as a high value guy, let's say you got your money in order, you're in good shape, whatever it may be, she's still always going to have that. Like she's still going to be imprinted by that top tier guy that she dealt with. So she's going to be almost incapable of respecting and dealing with like normal guys in a way that's conducive to a long-term relationship.
She can't pair bond.
Yeah, she can. Yeah, she's not like she's gonna be very difficult for her to pair bond with you or like be worthy of a relationship. So girls that normal chicks that have dated or dealt with celebrities, bro,
She belongs to the streets.
almost every single time, man, because they're not going to respect you as a man. Like it's already bad enough in the marketplace. Like really hot girls already don't respect men, really. You know what I mean? So if you're dealing with a chick that's like dealt with like high value guys, even if she brings nothing to the table, she's hot and nothing else, she's still going to think that she has higher perceived status than you because of who she's dealt with or aligned herself in the past. She could be, you know, sucking little pumps thing in the alley somewhere, and she's still going to think that she brings more to the table than you. And these LA parties, you guys got to understand, Holly Weird, they call it Holly Weird for a reason, man. And we could kind of, if you guys want, we can break it down for you how Hollywood parties go down. But I want to bring in a special guest. John from Bulldog Mindset is in the house.
What's up, John?
What's up, gentlemen? How you guys doing?
What up, brother? What up?
Good.
What up? We're happy to have you on, man. Guys, the phone lines are open. Number is 515-605-9740. You can call in and ask me, Prince, or John a question. John, thank you for joining us, by the way, guys. By the way, brother. Okay, we got two people on the line right now. Let's see if we got any. Before I answer this, do we have any super chats? I want to make sure I didn't miss anybody. Here we go. Unique79, do not forget staunch feminist and a woman having that one guy who has imprinted her. Yeah, I mean,
yes.
The feminists, they're not even, they didn't make the list because that's a waste of time, bro. You definitely don't deal with those chicks long term.
Not at all.
But, okay. And guys, I just want to say this. There's 5 other things that 100% signify she belongs to the streets, but obviously we can't share it on YouTube because it's not YouTube friendly.
We can't.
But these are 5 things that definitely, if she exhibits any of these, it's an automatic charge to the streets. We're going to talk about it on Patreon. So make sure to jump on our Patreon, patreon.com/freshandfit. That's going to be the top 5 that literally like automatic disqualifiers, guys.
And guys, it could be a girl. It could be a girl you're dating. It could be a girl you just met. If she has any of these five signs, bro, get out as soon as possible. Like, don't even delay. Just run for the hills, bro. I'm telling you. Run for the hills.
It's a dub, bro, if any of these 5. So you definitely want to get on the Patreon and get those. All right, cool. We got 818 on the line.
What's up, guys? It's Cameron from LA. How are you?
Hey, what's up, dude?
Cam?
What's up, man? And welcome, John, to the show, too. We haven't spoken before, but a pleasure to speak to you now.
Thank you, Cam. And John said gives you his nod of approval.
Okay, awesome. So I wanted to give you guys a quick case study and see what you guys think about how I handled the situation. So date last night, and this time no ice cream date, guys. It was at a bar. So change it up on that.
Good. Excellent.
And yeah, so I was practicing Kino. The vibes between us was good. She was asking me questions. I was asking her questions. So there was some interest. I tried to get her to initiate without going into so much detail about how I did this, but like I asked her, hey, give me a kiss on the cheek because you said something fucked up to me to make up for what you said. That's pretty much the gist of it. And she's like, oh no, I won't do that. I'm like, what, really? And she's like, second date maybe. I'm like, yeah, this fucking bitch. Okay. So then from that point on, I ended the date on just one round of drinks, and there was a waitress that was serving us throughout the night, right? And this was like a young 40-year-old woman, hot as fuck, this white chick, big titties, and she was actually like talking to me for a while because we're the bar that I took this date on, and the one that she works at, it's in the same neighborhood where one of my restaurant locations are at. So she asked me, oh, so you own that business? I'm like, yes, I do. And she's like, starts flirting with me a little bit. And my date is sitting there watching all this happen. So she's, there's a little bit of social proof like going on between us.
Mm-hmm.
So from that point on, I say, okay, let's call the night done now. So my date looked at me. She's like, oh, okay, fine. So then we're walking, and I'm kind of walking a little bit ahead of her, kind of ignoring her because like I didn't feel like a spark between us that like I'm gonna sleep with her that night. But I decided to ask her right when I dropped her off, like at her car. I said, hey, do you want to go, have a drink and we'll play a game at my house? We can play Jenga or whatever. And she's like, no. And I'm like, okay, well, let's have a drink in my patio. She's like, no, you're just trying to bring me back to my place, back to your place, aren't you? I'm like, yeah, you got me. And then she's like, I'm like, all right, well, it was nice meeting you. And then she like hugs me, and she gives me that hug where it's like, I want to make out with you type of hug. So I delayed it a little bit and teased her a little bit. And then we started making out. Now we're in this parking lot and we're like dry humping. We're doing all this shit. I'm trying to like really turn her on to like get her back to my place. And she keeps saying, no, wait, next date or whatever. I did the best I could. I tried like probably 5 times to get her back to my place, but like not in a needy and thirsty way. I just say, hey, you know, if you want for like a 15 minutes or like a, you know, a little bit, you can come over. So that was pretty much the gist of it. And I told her, text me when you get home, which she did not at the end of the night. I sent her a text in the morning, which was like a very sexually provocative text, just to say like, hey, when you got back, you should do this to yourself when you're thinking of me or whatever. Usually with girls, when I have like these kind of things where we're making out for like 15, 20 minutes and they make me wait till like the next date, they typically say, oh yeah, I was thinking about you, blah, blah, blah. Now this chick, she hasn't even responded yet. And it's been since the morning since I sent that text. So my question to you guys is like, did I mishandle it in any way, or is this bitch just like wanted attention that night and just wanted validation? What do you guys think?
Yes, you did, Cam. But I'm gonna let John hit at it first.
John, the honorary guest, please handle this one.
I'll take a crack at it. Okay, so the first one is with the kiss on the cheek thing. I mean, okay, like telling her that she owes you one is good, but you have to set it up a little bit better, right? I like the idea of it, right? I think that's good, but you want to say something like, you know, like, okay, she does her thing, right? And then you're like, hey, come here, right? And then you're like, no, come here. Listen, all right, you owe me now, right? She's like, what are you talking about? Like, no, you owe me. Come here, right? Come closer, right? And then like point to your cheek, right? Like make her come in, make her like reel her into it. When you're like, hey, you owe me a kiss on the cheek, it seems kind of cutish, right? So because a kiss on the cheek is kind of a cutish thing, right? It's so you gotta play it up. You gotta make it a little more intense, a little, you know, get some tension there where she's like, you know, because you want to come off as very masculine frame, like, hey, come here, come over here, right? And then she's like, what is he gonna do? You know what I mean? And then that's gonna like get her going. And then let's see, I'd say, I mean, the flirting with the waitress thing, I think that's good. That's playing in your favor there. Then, you know, the going back to the car, you know, at that point, I think when.
Yeah, John, we're outside in the parking lot, and there's a lot of like, while we're hooking up, I'm whispering in her ear, and I'm talking like Alan Roger Curry style in her ear, and she's getting super turned on, and she's like, I'm so wet right now. She's saying all these things, just to give a little bit more context.
Okay, so this is after the hug thing, right? Right, because this isn't happening before the hug, right?
Correct.
Okay. So after the hug, then you've turned it on. So one of the issues I think that happened was that you turned on sexuality a little bit late because you waited to the end, which it worked, but then at that point she's already kind of denied you. Like you should have gone in with the makeout before the first proposition for coming back to your place, so that and then really in that situation where she's like that into it and she's telling you that she's how wet she is and all this, then you really just take her hand and you just like lead her, like just go to the location. You know what I'm saying? She's like, oh, where are we going? Like, oh yeah, you'll see. Just come. You know what I mean? Or you just shoot her, right? And then you're just grabbing her hand and she's going. And then I mean, if she really doesn't want to go, she's gonna pull and she's gonna like, you know, but you a lot of times it's better to just grab the hand and just take her with you, right? And then like I said, if she really doesn't want to go, she will get away from you, trust me. But a lot of times she's gonna give you like a little token of resistance. Oh, where are we going? And you can even just like I said, just shh, right? Shh, be quiet, whatever, you know, and like ask her some stupid question or something like that, right? Or you can just be like, you'll see, right? And so instead of, especially if she's already turned you down once, because she's not gonna want to like, you know, and again, if she's asking the question like, oh, you're just trying to get me back to my place, you know, in that case, like I wouldn't admit it. I wouldn't be like, oh yeah, you know, you got me. I think it's better to be like, no, look, seriously, I am a professional Jenga player, and you know, I need like someone to like, you know, it's so hard to find someone that's got a steady hand. And you know, I was touching your hand and I felt like you got a steady hand. You know what I mean? Like make it fun. Just always play it off. Like every single thing that she's doing, you want to make an emotional spike and play it off, right? So that it's never, because you never want to have like a request where she can deny it, right? Because if you're like, hey, come back to my place, and then she's like, no, it's really hard for someone to go back on the no. So it's got to be like, that's why it's like either lead or just like give some kind of an invitation where the answer is not going to be like a yes or no.
Yeah. So,
oh yeah, John.
Cam, I'll give you a quick answer because we got some other people on the line.
Sure.
Basically, dude, I think you kind of lost it before you even started because your logistics were messed up. How far were you from this place that you took her to? Like 15 minutes where you had to drive?
The bar? No, dude, 5 minutes.
And you drove there though?
Yes, I drove her there. I mean, sorry, I drove there and I met her at the bar. Should I just like pick her up on my place?
Yeah, you should have. I mean, dude, you always want to keep things within like walking distance. Did you only take her to one venue?
Yeah, one venue.
Yeah, no, man. See, you didn't. And this is what I mean when I say like you got to put in the work and you got to kind of like you got to when you go on the date, bro. You got to understand. Like Cam, you're going on the date for the wrong reasons. You're going on the date to try to like impress her and like try to finagle some sex. You go on the date to handle objections, man. You understand? So when you go on a date, it needs to be to handle any type of objection she has, whether you're going to make her feel like a hoe or like you're going to safety objections, whatever. You're going on a date to show value so that you can so that sex becomes a foregone conclusion. And one of the easiest ways to do that is to take her to multiple venues. You know what I'm saying? So you didn't do that. You only took her to one spot, maybe had one drink, and then you sexualized late. That's why you want to take her to multiple venues so that you can like escalate as you continue on.
In between.
You know what I'm saying? But since you only took her to one spot, you kind of messed yourself up because you didn't allow yourself enough time or enough venues to create that adventure and to also get the escalation going. You only took her to one spot. You know what I'm saying? And then since you didn't escalate at the one spot, she's gonna make her decision on you based on that other one spot. Whereas if you had taken her to other spots, made it more fun, more spontaneous, whatever, it would have been easier for her to rationalize in her head going back with you. But she still probably had a safety concern in her mind, whatever it might have been. She might have like pegged you in her head as like a beta male because you didn't make a move, and then you made a move at the end, and by then she had already made her decision about you that she wasn't going to sleep with you. See the difference? So she already had it in her head that she wasn't going to deal with you, and then you made a last minute effort to like to escalate, which you did, but she had already established in her head, I'm not banging this guy. You know what I'm saying? That's why she fought you so hard to come back, and that's why she's not responding to you now because she already. But before you even went to make the kiss and make that other move, she already had it in her head. I'm not banging this dude. You know what I'm saying?
Yo,
wait, go ahead,
yes.
Prince. Go ahead.
Yo, Cam. Okay, so first off, good job for getting her on a date. And my thing is, right, bro, like this is all about game, bro, right? So game is you come into the situation and you plan from A to Z, right? So from the beginning, you should have known where you're going to take her, multiple spots, and then back to your crib, right? And that should have been in your head from the very beginning, right? But at least you got her on a date. So that means that like she wanted to see you and you could have made it happen. Now, regarding the kiss on the cheek, like, bro, right? For me, bro, I'm very like, I don't do a lot of talking. I do more like touching and more like sensual stuff because I kind of want to escalate it naturally while I'm on a date. So, for example, like instead of saying that, I would have been like, "Yo, after we finish eating, whatever," I would have got up and say, you know, what I'm saying, walk her to the car. I'll try holding her hand, whatever, right? If that goes well, okay, great. And I'll get the car. I'll be like, "Yo, before we get in, I'm gonna need something real quick." And she's gonna be like, "What's that?" Hold her hand, spin her around, and kiss her, like. Stuff like that, bro. Like you're saying it like off the rip, like you know, but without talking. Like for me, I'm very like I said before, very practical. So I don't talk a lot. And I have her do most of the talking while that's happening, bro. And you're saying you kissed or whatever by the car. Okay, you know what? I got something else planned for us. Let's go to this new spot. So basically, you're beginning the interaction with touching. You know what I'm saying? Doing a kiss and taking it to like another spot. At that point, once again, get some more drinks, whatever, chill. See how far you can go at the second point, and to say, you know what, this is dope, but I got some more stuff back at the crib. We can go do. Let's go. And you're not asking her. You're telling her, look, we're going back to my crib after like 2-3 interactions, and by that point, one, she's comfortable with you. Two, you've touched her, saying quite a few times, whatever. And hopefully, this was nighttime where you could actually dance with her. I'm saying maybe like be a little more physical. But the point is that like you need to escalate before you answer back to your crib, like. Make sure you're very essential, very like you know what I'm saying, touchy before you answer back to your crib. By then you should have already kissed her by then as well. So that's my 2 cents there.
Yeah, Cam, you're being quite frankly, you're being lazy. You gotta take more initiative and plan better. And like nothing, you're leaving things to chance with her. You understand? You're letting her. A woman is never gonna take responsibility for you guys having sex. Like, I really want you to internalize this, Cam. A chick is never going to take responsibility for you guys having sex. So you need to escalate everything and set it up in a way where she never has to make a decision to be the deciding factor whether things get progressed or not. You should already have a plan in your head of exactly how you're going to escalate everything, where you're going to take her. Everything needs to be planned ahead of time, because when you defer to the woman's authority, which is what you did, hey, you want to come back to my place? You're
asking her.
Say no, bro. Yeah. Because she doesn't want you to think she's a hoe. She's got to sell purity, like we say all the time. Once you understand that women are purity dealers, you will move accordingly in a manner that isn't going to put her in a position where she can sell you more purity like this chick is doing right now. You know what I'm saying? But Cam, hey, we got to go on to the next caller. Hit me up on the side if you need to.
Thank you guys so much. Everybody's advice was great. Thank you so much, guys. Really appreciate it.
Love, Cam. You got this, bro. You got this.
All right, we got
one last thing I'll say real quick, which is that also he probably blew her fuses by doing the heavy make out at the very end. And then what happens, like if you escalate too much, but then you don't take her back, then when you text her the next day, she's like, oh shit, the next time I see him, he's gonna just want to like go. You see what I'm saying? So like if you're not gonna go all the way, then back it up and just do a light kiss, whatever. See you tomorrow. You know, yeah.
Yeah, because exactly. She already decided in her head she wasn't going to sleep with him, and then he escalated it, and they kissed, and they went really hard, and she already established in her head, I'm not banging this guy. So when he hit her up the next day, she already knew this guy only wants sex, so she's not gonna want to deal with him no more. She knows
buyer's remorse.
But yeah, 100%. Okay, so we got the next caller here, 337, and we also got a super chat.
Wait, hold on, we got from Robert super chat.
Yeah, I was gonna I'll answer the super chat. And the caller, are you on the line?
Yes, sir. How you doing, Mar?
Awesome. All right, give us
how you
one
doing, John?
second.
How you doing, Prince?
We're gonna answer this super chat real quick, and then we'll take your question. Robertson has asked with the $6 super chat. Myron, what's the next best type of date to take a girl on if she doesn't drink and also makes the frame man to woman? John and Prince, I'll let you guys tackle this one first, real quick.
I like something physical. But go ahead.
Well, okay, so for me, bro, I don't drink at all. I might just sip something, but I don't ever really drink. So for me, I always go on dinner dates. Now the thing is, right, is that like with dinner dates, I qualify the chick first to see if she's even worthy to take on that dinner date with me. So I'm gonna get food myself. She's coming along for the experience, right? After that, I'm gonna say, hey, look, you know what? Let's go get some maybe like some I don't know. Well, not drinks, but like not drinks. I would say like let's go for a walk down by my spot. I'll walk her like around certain areas, show her around a little bit. Like, oh, this is where, this is where my office is, yada yada. Just like hold her hand the whole time. And I'm like escalating like slowly but surely. And I'll say, hey, you know what? I got a nice view at my crib, or I got like, you know what I'm saying? Whatever you're good at. Let's say you play guitar. Let's say like you're good at like being a DJ, whatever. Say, hey, I have a good thing at back of my crib. Let's go see it. And then from there, you take her back to your crib, you show her whatever you're gonna show her, and you show her that as like you're an authority on that topic or that subject. She might be like, oh, wow, this guy knows the shit or whatever. And at that point, you can like put on some music, you know what I'm saying? Put on like Netflix, whatever, take it back to, you know what I'm saying? Like the bed or whatever, just talk a little bit more and then make a move from there. But if you're not going to drink anything at all, don't worry about it. You can do other things as well. Maybe go to a park, go walk around your neighborhood, whatever's going to be, wherever you can escalate it from there sexually at that point. So.
Cool. John, what about you?
Yeah, I was just gonna say something physical, like a hike or walk or jog or a sport, something that you can, especially if you can display mastery, right? That's always going to be good. And then after you do something physical, what do you need to do before you have lunch? Well, you need to take a quick shower. Tell her to bring a change of clothes. Then it just makes it so it's like it just is easy transition because it's the next obvious thing to do, right? So.
Yeah, man. I mean, you don't have to. I don't know if you're saying, if she doesn't drink, then what I'll do is I'll take like a low investment. I'll take her to get tacos and we'll sit there, we'll chat, like some kind of like easy, like, cheap, like if quick finger food, whatever it may be, just to kind of break the ice, get to know her a little bit. And then, just invite her back to your place with some kind of plausible deniability, whether it's you play an instrument, you got a cool view, you got a pool. Let's say you got a pool. You could tell her, hey, bring a bathing suit. We're going to jump in the pool or the jacuzzi. That's a little trick out Prince's book. So these are all ways to kind of get around that if you want. Remember, guys, when you go on a date, first name plausible, last name deniability. All right. Okay. So caller 337. Sorry about that. Go ahead and what's your question, bro?
No problem. I had a question. I'll be really quick about it. It was something that happened to me this Tuesday. So I went on a date with this chick. I had a beta male, quote unquote, orbiter. Like, he came up and he started ordering us drinks, but in reality, he's ordering her drinks. And I fell back, but I didn't feel right about it because he just kept escalating. He started doing crazy stuff. He took $100 bill, threw it up in the air, and like it fell down. He was like, "He tell a pick head or tail while it's coming down." And I'm like, "Come on, bro, this is OD. Like, why?" And like it hits the ground. I'm like, "Dude, should I say something?" Or says, I'm just quiet. I'm just like not saying anything. I'm acting like it's not bothering me. And then she when we leave, she's like, "That guy's a clown." But he had got her Instagram already, and I'm like, should I have been combative about it? I was just really insecure about that. I don't know if that was the right or wrong thing.
I gotta ask some questions to understand what's going on here. So is this the first date?
Yes, first date. Like I take her to a pool hall and I take her to this venue to go get drinks.
Okay.
Well, she just started to warm up too, and it gets weird.
And how'd you meet this girl?
I met this girl on Hinge.
Okay, so first date, you took her to a pool hall, and then you were going to take her to get a drink after, and then this random guy came up and started buying you and her drinks to kind of exert some kind of authority.
This is at the bar. This is not the pool hall, but yeah, he just came up. He asked her to use the charger, and she was like, "Okay." Then he sparks up a conversation. Then he's like, "How fuck have you guys
like right in front of you?
In front of you?
Like as you guys are sitting at the table?
No. We're at the bar, and he sits next to her. He was sitting there for a little bit, and next thing you know, he asked. He said, "Can I plug in my charger right here?" Then he sparks up a conversation. But yeah, I guess you could say it was right in front of me. Yeah.
Hold on, she's on a date with you?
Yeah, she's on a date with me.
What does this guy look like? I need to know what the guy looks like because I need to know if he's a player or a simp.
He's an Arab dude. He was like from Abu Dhabi or something. He sells jewelry or something, but he was just so flexy. He was just over the top. I was like, he's really weird. The bartender was looking at him like it was crazy, and then I'm like, but she was just laughing at him. So I'm like, I'm not gonna fight this dude. I don't know this girl.
Yo, did you smash, bro?
No, I didn't smash. No, I did not.
All right. So, okay. We're asking all these questions because I'm trying to figure out, because here's the thing, bro. God, like, he clearly tested you. And the reason why he did that is because he saw weakness in you.
Yep.
Like, when dudes do shit like that, bro, I got to keep it clean. When guys do things like this, they're seeing some kind of weakness in you, whether it was he was observing you and her, because make no mistake about it, this was deliberate. And what he either saw weakness in you, or he was looking at the girl and saw that she wasn't interested in you. So he thought I could come in and try to swoop in. Now, there's two ways to deal with this, okay? You can either kind of play into it and like, not show anger, but at the same time kind of like be like, all right, like, hey, go fetch and fucking like, I said swear again, but like, but I'm getting like, kind of heated listening to this story, bro, because I'm getting tight right now just listening to it. And like you can kind of like mock him a little bit. Like you take his dollar bill and throw it and say fetch. That's the old thing that Mr. used to do to guys to A-mog them, because what this guy did was he was trying to A-mog you now. Or you could do it, because I've had this I've had it happen to me once. And I just told the guy, hey, man, get out of here before I smack you into tomorrow. You know what I mean? And then when you assert that dominance on them, they're going to be like, oh, okay, never mind. Like, this guy's not a weakling. You know what I mean? I stood up and looked him right in the eye and told him, get out of here before I smack you into tomorrow. So there's two ways to deal with it. You know what I'm saying? Now, for him to do this, this tells me something else, that there's like something a little bit more maybe in your demeanor that you come off as weak. Because guys aren't going to do this if you perpetuate a certain vibe about you. You know what I'm saying? John, for example, look at John from Bulldog Mindset. You think a guy is going to go up to him while he's on a date with a girl and be like, hey, I'm going to throw his dollar bill. Like, no, grab that dollar bill and grab the guy by the neck and tell him, get out of here, bro, before I mess you up. So men aren't going to test you unless they feel like they can get one over on you. So I don't know how tall you are, if you're a muscular guy, whatever it may be, or how your demeanor is, but that's something that you might want to work on, where men don't size you up and look at you as a weakling. Now, I'll tell you this too, just real quick, and then Prince, you'll go. The reason why the girl, no matter what, bro, I'm gonna keep it real with you. The girl lost attraction for you 1,000%. That's a fact. Because when women, it's like they'll never admit this, but like if they see you get emasculated by another man in front of them, it's a dub, bro, because she knows off rip that you probably can't protect her if there was some kind of confrontation. So a big reason why sometimes you have to check these dudes and tell them, get out of my face or whatever, and you got to like exude some kind of authority, is because you can't let this guy emasculate you in front of her. You're not doing it for her. You're doing it for yourself. You know what I'm saying? You got to sometimes
put some respect on my name.
And sometimes that means you got to smack somebody up, you know? So I'm not saying, oh, go get violent or whatever, but sometimes simply like telling them that you're not going to tolerate this, you know what I mean, will make a lot of guys back off. So Prince and then John, I know you guys probably got some strong opinions on this too.
Hell yeah, bro. Okay, so this comes down to principle, bro, right? So, for example, the fact that she even gave him her Instagram shows that she's saying he's a clown, but she's willing to listen to him talk. Because any girl that's on a date with you, bro, would be like, oh, no, I'm sorry, I'm with him. So the fact that she even did that, bro, tells me that you did not either escalate it enough or you didn't show enough dominance to be like, okay, this is the chick I'm on a date with. We vibing. This is it. Because if that was me, bro, and that ever happened, mind you, it would never happen. But if it ever happened to me, I'm like, yo, bro, I'm busy right now with her. Shoo, get away. Because the point is that like you allow that to happen, and added to that, she even gave him her Instagram. Bro, come on, man. Like, she's on a date with you, not him. So I'd have been like, yo, bro, you need to go somewhere else with that shit, because that's like, bro, that's disrespect in your face, bro. You need to put some respect on your name, man.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, me and Prince get fight right now.
Yeah, I'm actually mad, bro, because like, dude.
Yeah, I got you.
John, I know you got some good sound advice.
No, I mean, you guys really, really nailed it. I think this is one of those places where you have to respond with aggression, with a very sharp aggression. Now, if you want to do it in a cool way, what you do is you can either pull them aside. You can say, "Look, come here, bro." Where she can kind of overhear and be like, "What are you doing, man?" And then let him say, and say, "Maybe you should just get out of here." Okay, right? Yeah, have a good night, right? Or if he like tries to buy a drink, but you know, you could be real gentleman-like, and you could be like, you can even say, oh man, I really appreciate it, man. You're such a good guy, just coming over here buying us drinks. But you know what? We're busy right now. So I'd appreciate it if you just take off, whatever. You can do that, and that's fine. But you have to address him. You have to deal with him, right? I think either approach, just tell him get the fuck out of here, is totally fine as well. You just don't want to, like, what you want to avoid though is like mate guarding when you just barely met this girl, right? If she disrespects you, if she's giving, like, at the point though where she gives her Instagram to the guy, like if you've let it go to that point and she does that shit, now the problem, now you got a problem with her. Now you're done with her. Like, right, you cannot take her back at this point. Like, she's trash at this point, right? At this point, if that happens to me, I'm like, all right, you guys have fun, and then I'm gone. Like, I'm out of there, because I don't even want to deal with a girl if she's like giving some guy on her Instagram when she's on the date. So, but you should have stopped it before that. As soon as a guy comes up, as soon as you should just see this coming, right? Because guys will try and pull this off, and they'll try and you just got to shut them down completely, right away from the beginning. Just tell them, hey, get out of here. Hey, go away. I like how Prince was like, just shooting, just get the fuck out of here.
It's just at this point, like I said, you can't let a guy emasculate you in front of a woman. This is why, I always say, like, if your girl watches you lose a fist fight, it's just a matter of time until she's going to start to, naturally, she's going to lose attraction for you, because women want to align themselves with the strongest males, man. And you getting kind of like chumped by this dork, like, that's going to make you lose points. And she's going to, like, on a hardcore attraction level, she's just not going to want to deal with you. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, bro, that's just.
Hey, real quick, Cody just pledged to the Patreon the highest tier Super Saiyan
Jin game,
$50. Shout out to Cody. Yo, Cody, if you're in the chat, let me know, bro. I'm about to make him out as well.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate the support. But yeah, brother, like, as you can tell, me, John, and Prince are pretty tight right now, even listening to this story. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Go ahead. You're going to say something, John?
There's one other thing, though, to be aware of in this situation, right? This is why I would choose the more gentlemanly approach at first, is because, and sometimes some of it's just, you have to identify the character. That's why I asked what he looked like, right? Because sometimes the guys that will pull this off will be like a mafia guy or someone who is like someone who you don't want to fuck with, and that's why they're doing it, is because of two things. One, they know they can get away with it, and two, they're actually looking for you to act in an aggressive manner so that they can fuck with you because they're looking for trouble. So it depends on where you are, and you can usually look at the guy. I mean, if the guy is like, you know, he's wearing Gucci fucking shit and like, you know, and he looks like he can handle himself and he's doing this kind of behavior, I don't know if I would like get too aggressive in his face. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's where it's like, if you act a little bit more like you're still standing up for yourself. But so you just have to be careful, because I don't want to get you into like some serious shit, because there's some badasses out there that will pull this kind of shit, you know, and you could put yourself into really bad situations. So.
Yo, but last thing, bro. Lesson learned. You took an L. We all take L's on here. We've done it. Happened to us before. So just learn from it. Next chick this happens with, if it does happen again, look, bro, I'm busy with her. Like, shoo, I'm busy, bro. That's it.
Yeah.
You're done. That's it.
I forget the president. I think it was Theodore Roosevelt. He always said, "Speak softly, but carry a big stick." Sometimes you have to do that with these clowns, man. You know what I'm saying? You just let them know that there is a threat of violence if they mess with you. You know. So this guy clearly sized you up and thought, I can mess with this guy. And unfortunately, he won this time, but the war's not over, my man. Just don't let this happen again. And this was thank you for calling in, man.
She's for the streets, bro.
Yeah,
she's for the streets.
Bro, 1,000%.
She belongs to the streets.
So, hey, bro, hit us up on Instagram, and thank you for calling in, dude. Peace. Yep. We got 267 on the line. 267, go ahead. You're on with John from Bulldog Mindset, Myron Gaines, and Fresh Prince CEO on the Fresh and Fit podcast, man. Welcome.
Hey, what's up, guys? Can you guys hear me?
Yo,
what up? What's up, bro?
Before you go, caller, we got a super chat from Quarantino to God 499. Keep grinding, boys. The game is a necessity. 2020 female is for the streets unless she proves otherwise. Bro,
belongs to the streets
every single time, bro. Thank you for quoting my stuff, man.
Yep.
Guys, she's got to prove to you that she's worthy of a relationship, not the other way around. So, sorry, caller, go ahead.
All right, so what's up, fellas? So my situation is like, how do you go from like not being labeled kind of like potential boyfriend or husband material? To give you a little context, I'm a pretty in shit dude, good fit dude, but also I have a kind of high profile job. I make great money. So when girls ask me about like what I do for a living, and then they find out, they start to notice to see like, oh, maybe he's potential husband material. But then when I'm on a date with a girl and I kind of lie about what I do, I don't show them. They don't see my card. They don't see anything. And then I kind of like say, hey, I kind of present like, hey, I don't really make a lot of money, but I'm also in great shape. So like, all right, yeah, I'll fuck this dude, but he's not like long term. So how do you go from being labeled kind of like long-term boyfriend material, and then girls try to sell you that purity when you know they belong to the street?
All right, before we answer that question, Afi Kingdom with the $20 super chat. Salute to my brothers MG, Fresh Prince, and John Bulldog Mindset. Respect to the chat. Yo, Afi, thank you, bro, as always, for supporting. Guys, I'm about to bring Afi back on my channel. We're going to do another collab because everybody loved it when we talked about how to get girls in the Bay and international games. So shout out to Afi, guys. Please go subscribe to him. He's an OG in the game. He really knows what he's talking about. He's good. He's close with all of us. So,
yo, Afi, I need you on my channel, bro. What's up, bro? Let's do it. John's gonna be on Friday, so I need you on as soon as possible too, bro.
So, caller, to answer your question, I can hear a little bit of a reverb, man. So can you
gotta pause in the back.
Yeah, you gotta pause in the back, brother.
Oh,
you heard, caller? Yeah, because we can hear ourselves. We can hear ourselves on your thing. I was just gonna say pause it. So, okay, can you hear me, caller? You got us?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, excellent. I'll go first, and then John, you want to go second? Or actually, John, you want to go first, bro? Because you're actually John is a multimillionaire, guys. I know he hates when I say that, but John knows how to deal with this very well. Go ahead, John. You go first, brother.
So this is a little bit of tough love here, right? Because I hear this all the time. The whole beta provider thing ends up. A lot of guys say, "Oh, I don't want to be seen as a beta provider, right? Because I'm successful. All these things." It's fine. Like I understand that frame, but here's the thing to understand is if you're perceived as the alpha male it doesn't matter whether whether you're high value and potential boyfriend. Like, she wants to hook up with you, and she also wants to long term you, right? Like, so as long as you're coming across as the alpha male, which is mostly on the date being sexually aggressive, right? Being physically aggressive, like getting to the point of actually escalating really quickly, and she perceives you as that dominant man, then she's going to want to fuck you on the first date. She's going to want to long term if she can, right? And so you're not going to fall into that trap. The only time you have to worry about this is if she's perceiving you in that beta role, not based on like, are you a good provider, not all of the good boyfriend material, but based on your actions and how she's feeling you and what your presence is. So the problem is that you're just not coming across as dominant and alpha enough. If you are, then it's not going to matter, right? Now, you don't want to obviously, like, you want to create also the idea that you're basically that you're setting this up as a one night stand, that you're not long-term dating. Like, you never talk about like your plans and relationship status and all that stuff, right? You want to be the guy for the night, right? You want to come across and have that vibe really strongly, because that's the key thing, right? It's like, and the reason why I'm saying this is because so many guys are like, oh, well, I'm not getting laid because I'm so high value, and chicks are thinking I'm so high value, so they want to date me instead of I keep, now I forgot that you're trying to keep it clean, but anyway, and trying to, instead of trying to fuck you, which is it's just a cope, right? It's an excuse. It's not the reality. The reality is, if you are really perceived as high value to her, she will want to fuck you because she'll see you as the alpha guy, right? So that's why I bring this up, is because so many guys use this, and it's kind of like it makes you feel better about yourself to say, well, it's because I'm so high value, that's why she's not wanting to sleep with me, and she's wanting to make me boyfriend material. But it's not true, because any girl, if she, think about it, she's got a choice, right? She's like, here's alpha guy, okay, and here's beta provider guy. Which one do you want right now? Alpha guy. Which one do you want long term? Alpha guy, right? It's always going to be alpha guy. The reason why she gets beta guy is not because she chooses beta guy for the LTR. It's because she has to settle for him, and that's the key. You don't want to be the settle guy, right? So hopefully that makes sense. But and I don't mean to, like, call you out, but I have to point this out because I see this happening all the time.
For real, keep it, John. That's why that's how we roll on this show, baby. We're gonna tell you guys uncomfortable truths. So no, keep going, please.
Yeah, no, that's it. That's what I got.
Fresh, you want to take this, or you want me to hit this one next?
Okay, so you take it, bro. I'm gonna be the last piece.
Okay. So I agree 100% with John, bro. The amount of money you make doesn't necessarily change how she's gonna feel with you sexually. Your problem is that it's not the money you make. You're giving off boyfriend vibes because you're treating her too well without her earning it. Okay. That's why women look at you as a possible long-term commitment. So I don't know what it is that you're doing on a date, but if girls aren't giving you sex, here, I can still hear myself, caller. Can you just lower the volume in the back?
Yeah.
Yeah, like you got the YouTube playing. So what I was saying is, like, if she's not giving you sex on the first date, or like quickly, what that means is she probably thinks that she can leverage, again, like I said, when a woman leverages sex against you, right, in order for some kind of compliance, whether it's resources, time, attention, whatever it may be, it means you're probably not the highest value guy. Like, she doesn't see you as like a guy that she can't afford to take a chance on. She knows that she can string you along a little bit longer because you'll come back. So you need to create a persona that she can't do that to you. And the way to do that, from what John was saying, is you need to escalate quickly, and you almost kind of have to give, I hate to say it, like a womanizer / player vibe. Because when you give that vibe, she knows off rip, number one, that you're probably not going to judge her for having sex with you quickly, because players understand that women have sex quickly and it's not a big deal. Number two, she knows that she can't string you along because you know the game. And players fundamentally understand that their only currency is their attention. So they're not going to give her for free. And she knows that if she wants to see you again or deal with you, she's going to have to give it up. So, and then the other thing too is that there's nothing wrong with exerting your success or whatever. It's just that the key is you can't lead with it, and you got to treat it as like dangling a carrot. So you being successful, dude, like making money, that is literally the equivalent to a girl wearing a tight neon dress that's like barely covering her butt cheeks. She's dangling the carrot in front of you of her sexuality, but she's not giving it to you. You need to operate the same way with your financial success, where you're letting her know it's there and it's possible that she can get a taste of it, but you're not necessarily giving it to her. She needs to know that if she wants to deal with you, right, and be involved with you, she's going to have to reciprocate on her end, and she won't be able to string you along. And the most honest way to do that is to escalate quickly and move for sex right away. You can't give any nice guy vibes. And the thing is with successful guys is that if you give off nice guy vibes and you have money, women are automatically going to think, are you dumb, stupid, or dumb? Huh? And they're going to try to exert their sexuality against you even harder. And they're going to be even more incentivized to do it because they're going to know this guy has dough. I can't mess this one up. However, but when you let her know I ain't going to wait around for this, then she's got to make a decision. And 9 out of 10 times, she's going to give it to you if you escalate correctly. Prince, you want to hit it?
Yeah. So, I mean, I agree.
I want to say real quick. I definitely hear you guys, and I definitely do understand. You guys are definitely right. Mm-hmm. But I wasn't using it as a cope. It was more like I do escalate real quick. Like I get sexual with them. But then the girl, like sometimes the girl is like, oh, I want to take it slow. Like I really like you, blah, blah, blah. And like where I see when I do talk about what I do, I can see kind of in their eyes how like the thing switches.
What do you do for work?
Like
Just out of
something switches in them, and then they really want to like lock you down.
Caller, what do you do for work?
I own a real estate company, and I also do consulting.
Okay, you're like me then. All right, bro. So I'm gonna give you the real deal, Holyfield, right? So get this, right? Whenever I meet a chick, bro, she doesn't know what I do. Let me say that again. Whenever I meet a chick, I smash first night, but she doesn't know what I do. She can assume from my Instagram page and from like how I move, but she doesn't know what I do. Reason being is because you want to be a mystery. So you're telling her all the info up front, so she can calculate, okay, is this guy gonna be boyfriend material, husband material? You know what? Let me hold back so that I don't look like a slut. But at the end of the day, bro, like I don't know if you want to wife her or not, but like you need to be focused on like making yourself like how to put this, her lover rather than her long-term partner, because at the end of the day, bro, like you're coming off as like a guy that can take care of her, and you know what I'm saying, like that's cool and all, but alpha beta doesn't really matter once you know that what you want. Do you want to smash or do you want to like keep her long term? And my thing is, bro, like for me, like I'm just trying to smash. So I don't ever come off like, okay, like, you know what I'm saying, we could be this, we could be that. You know, I'm this type of person. This is what I do for business. So I'm coming on the angle of, you know what, A to Z. I want to take her to see my view. I want to take her to the pool, jacuzzi, whatever. Back here to shower and smash. That like she's gonna know because like I didn't the date with us, whatever. She doesn't know anything about me for the most part. I know everything about her. She's like, yo, this dude kind of like just like came in, swooped in. You know, he listens very well, but like he's kind of mysterious. I don't know about him. And then after that, she's texting me next day like, hey, you know, I had a great time last night. I want to see you again. Because once again, I'm very mysterious, but I'm also letting her know I'm controlling the frame here. I want to have sex. I want to be sexual with you at the end of the night. You get me? So I'm not giving her a lot of information. I'm letting her do most of the talking, and I'm coming in like controlling the frame. Make sense?
Got it. So what if she asks you?
Mm-hmm. Okay, if she asks me, you could be like, you know what? I'll tell you about later. Or you could be like, you know what? If I tell you, I'm gonna have to kill you. Just be funny with it. You don't tell like in specifics. Or you know what? You could say, you know what? I'm the world's best janitor. And just like laugh it off. Like just be funny with it. Don't be like in her face like, oh, I'm a real estate developer or owner, like, you know what I'm saying? Nah, because she can be like, oh, dollar signs, or like, oh, this dude is like a good dude. Like I can really like settle down with this dude. Nah, son, this is gonna be
right.
That's it. There you go.
Carla, did that help you?
Yeah, thanks, guys.
No worries, bro. No worries.
Yo, bro, hit me on Instagram, bro. Fresh Prince CEO. I got you, bro. I'm gonna give some more tips behind the scenes. I can't really say it right here because we're in public, but yeah.
So, okay, thank you, caller, for calling in, bro. Make sure to tune in, and you know, you're welcome to call in anytime, bro. Yeah, don't let these chicks leverage sex against you, bro, because you got dough. Don't do that.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Okay, so with that said, guys, we've been on for about an hour and 40. A lot of 223 live viewers, guys. Please like, subscribe. Make sure to like the video, subscribe. Check out my boy Fresh Prince's channel, CEO Lifestyle. and also to subscribe to this channel as well as our special guest, John Bulldog Mindset, coming on and showing love for us. Thank you, bro. Guys, like I said, this guy, he's got his life together, man. Making a lot of money, in great shape. This is the type of guy that you definitely want to be like and align yourself with. He's a great coach, mentor.
Thank you.
With that said, okay, guys, so the top 5 reasons that a girl belongs to the streets, we are going to reveal that on Patreon. Obviously, it's not safe for YouTube. But I'll tell you guys this. If you really want to know automatic disqualifiers, we're going to give you guys the real deal Holyfield unfiltered on Patreon. It's only $5 to sign up for a month. It supports us, supports the content creation on this channel and on CEO Lifestyle. John, where can they find you, man?
Actually, I got one more thing for you guys first.
Please.
I got one for you that you guys didn't mention.
Okay.
You want it? All right.
Yeah.
So this one's good. So basically, it's whatever she does, however she acts towards you, you have to assume that's how she acts towards every single guy. So it's the indicator, right? So if she is getting sexual with you very quickly, if she is like, you're not special, right? So whatever she's doing, right? If you see her doing slutty behavior towards you, right, thinking you're special, just imagine that she's doing the same thing with 100 other guys. So
damn,
there you go.
Nah, that's real talk, bro. That's real talk. Yo, John, you know what I would say, bro? It's just my turn, bro. Just my turn. That's it. It's my turn, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
And exactly. A lot of guys get one-itis for women, and honestly, guys, it should be the other way around. Women need to have one-itis for you. You know what I'm saying? And she needs to be fighting for your validation and to get a spot on your team. And when you operate like that, where you're indifferent and she's got to qualify to you, and basically you think of her as
she belongs to the streets,
unless she proves otherwise and the burden of performance is on her, it's going to make life a lot easier for you. It's going to make her happy because she's actually working to get a man's respect for once in her life. Because let's face it, most guys just throw it at women and they don't value it. So she's going to be happier when she's chasing your validation every single time, guys. Women always want to defer to a man's authority. That's the reality.
And guys, quick tip. This is like pro level tip. Like if you can deny her sex and not come, bro, you're going to stand out so much because like, guess what, guys? No guy does that. No guy turns down the JJ, and no guy can smash and not bust for the most part. So if you could do those two things, bro, god damn.
That'll definitely hurt her ego. You know what I'm saying? Subscribe to John from Bulldog Mindset. Subscribe to Fresh Prince CEO at on CEO Lifestyle on YouTube. Join our Patreon, patreon.com/freshandfit. Once again, patreon.com/freshandfit. We got some videos up there. As a matter of fact, I'm about to get a quick workout and then we're going to record that video for you guys. Top 5 for Patreon. Top 5 things that make a girl belongs to the streets. And these guys this is like literally like life-saving information that we're going to give you guys.
Yo, Myron.
Wouldn't know.
We got any more callers?
Let me look. We did, but I was gonna. Nope, we're good right now.
Oh, because I'm saying it's almost like 2 hours. We could just finish up 9 minutes. What do you think? Give them some bonus stuff. What do you think, John?
Sure, I'm game.
Are we guys into a sudden death final round right now?
Hey guys, super chat your questions that you want answered right now. You got John from Bulldog Mindset, multimillionaire, very successful guy, one of my role models. You got Myron Gaines here. Let's finish out with a bang, guys. Come on.
I guess we'll give it 15 seconds for you guys to get the questions in. Let's get it. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, we're gonna go on a little bit longer for you guys. We're gonna go to 2 hours. Okay, because we got a special guest here, and you guys have been showing a lot of love. Okay,
this is the longest show ever. 2 hours.
Let me get the call. The number back up there. It's 515-605-9740. We're gonna give you guys a last minute decision here.
Oh look, Christian said y'all feeling generous. Appreciate it. See, we're showing love, man, all the time, man.
Yeah, man.
While we're waiting for a caller, I saw something in the chat. Some guy said, spend money on yourself and let her watch you spend money on yourself. I thought that was an interesting, a pretty good tip, right? Like, that's a good way to demonstrate without being a simp and spending the money on her, spend on yourself, right?
I thought I was the only person that did that weird stuff. Yeah, dude, like if you want to You guys, if you guys want to covertly, well, it's kind of overt DHV, but it's not for her. Drag her shopping with you.
Yeah.
Like, tell her, hey, I need to buy some new clothes. Come with me. And you just buy yourself a bunch of nice stuff. Like, you know, buy yourself some Gucci shoes, whatever it may be. If you do like that, I'm a minimalist, so that's not my thing. But go ahead and buy nice things for yourself. Let her see that, because here's the thing, guys. You got to understand that, like, with women, you never want to overtly demonstrate your higher value. You want to demonstrate the higher value and let her come to her own conclusion that you're higher value. So we're talking about this on John's podcast. Like, for example, let's say you made $50,000 last month, right? You're not going to tell her, I made $50,000 last month from all my real estate empire, whatever, right? Instead, you could say something like, hey, I just took a spontaneous vacation with my friend. We went to Mexico for a week. It was awesome. We just went, chilled, because we got tired of working, and, we just took the vacation and came back, and now we're here. Now, when you say that versus I made $50,000 last month, she knows off rip the fact that you were able to take a spontaneous trip to a foreign country with really no repercussions negatively from a job means you have
90 seconds.
You have some kind of financial independence, which automatically shows higher value, and she came to that conclusion on her own. I always say a woman's imagination is your best friend, guys. It's your ally.
And guys, girls don't care about how much money you make. They care about your lifestyle. So if you got a good lifestyle, 100% down, that's way better than telling her about, oh, I made 100K last month. Who cares, bro? Like, focus on the lifestyle. You get her, like, in a heartbeat. So,
all right, we got a caller on the line, 407.
60 seconds.
Oh, we got some super chats here too as well.
Okay, yeah, 407. You're on the line with John from Bulldog Mindset, Myron Gaines, and Fresh Prince CEO on the Fresh and Fit podcast. What's up, brother?
Hey, what's going on, man? I had to call in because John started. I was like, okay, let me call in and actually explain what happened with that, because that was me who put that in there. That is something that I actually learned from. I got to call him an OG because he has the same mindset. I got to say he has the same mindset as you, Myron, but he's a lot older.
Okay.
It's amazing. It's amazing the philosophy that you come with, and it's like I'm listening to a younger version of him, because the shit that you say, I'm like, wow, you are. It's like one of those things that a lot of people say. You have that old soul. You have that old mind philosophy.
Thank you.
You know what I mean?
10 seconds.
Yeah, definitely, dude. And Bulldog, I watched a couple of your channels and stuff. Oh, my bad.
No, go ahead. All I was gonna say was that wisdom came from a lot of L's being in Miami, bro. I'm 30, so it's like, damn, a lot of L's.
Oh, don't get it twisted, dude. I lived in Miami for about 4 years, so don't get it twisted. I stayed in Coral Gables, and what I meant by let her watch is the game that I'm gonna tell you this, and what you haven't said yet, I'm gonna put it out there, and you probably know what I'm talking about. Girls like to pocket watch your shit, and what I mean by that is, like, let's say you're at the bar, okay, and you're buying a drink, and when they say they take your payment, now most guys they'll pull out a wad of cash. That's okay. But what I did, what one of my boys told me is like, yo, pull out a diamond card and let them see that shit as you're paying for your drink if you're talking to them. Yo, it's like an automatic, okay, interest is peaked. Yep. And before you know it, you're talking to them like you said, oh, yeah, I traveled here, I traveled there. That's one question also that I also like to lead with. Hey, where's the last place you traveled to? Some girls will say, oh, I went to Miami, or I went to Atlanta, or I went to LA. I'm like, oh, well, I just came back from Colombia last week.
Yep.
Colombia.
You know what I'm saying? And when I come with that, oh, ridiculous. And then another thing was, I think you mentioned where you take a girl shopping. I just had that happen, dude. I literally had a girl call me up, and she asked me what I was doing. I said, well, I'm about to run around town, do some errands, and then probably go to the mall later on. She said she invited herself. Dude, I went to the mall, around a bit, we talked. I said, well, I'll go pick up some shoes. I bought me some brand new K-Swiss, bought me some brand new lugs. Then I went and bought me a new watch. And then I said, hey, I got to go. and I dipped. It was, dude, I'm telling you, girls pocket watch like a mug. So, I mean, that was just something that when you guys talked about, like, yo, that just brought back like that thought right there.
Thank you for that, bro. We got got another caller in, so I was gonna. Did you have a question or?
No. Hey, I'll see you on the 7. I got something for you guys later.
All right, brother. No worries, man. Thank you for calling in. I appreciate the support. So
I kind of want to add to that real quick, but
go ahead, Prince. Go ahead.
Nah, bro, because that's some real game. Because like for me, bro, like I was going to Publix one day, right? And the chick was like, "Hey, what are you doing?" I'm like, "Yo, I'm going to Publix, get some groceries, whatever." That's like a supermarket here in South Florida. And she said, yeah, I'll come with you. So we're shopping whatever for groceries or whatever. She said, oh yeah, I got some groceries for myself too. I'm like, okay, cool. Might as well. So then we come to the register, and I put my stuff on the table. She put her stuff on the table behind mine, like directly behind mine, so I could pay for it. So I kind of like step back and say, yo, this is on you, right? Because drinks on me tonight. yo, she looked at me. She was like, but guess what? She paid for everything, bro. And because normally guys will never ask her to pay. They'll be like, oh, I'll cover it. I was like, nah, this is on you, right? So she paid for it. And I was like, yo, but see, after that, it was like easy because she's like, oh wow, I never paid for anything for a guy before. And you know what I'm saying, like, just that dynamic and that mindset and that mind shift, that does a lot for you, bro. So you're right.
I'll add one onto that too. Okay.
Yeah, the fact that she invited herself along, I'm just like, okay, I don't know what you thought was gonna happen, but I was like, yeah, I'm just getting set for me. So you can keep pocket watching all you want.
Right.
Go ahead, John. You were gonna say
so one to add on to that kind of similar situation of doing things that girls don't expect. Anytime you get like you ask for a date, like to go out at some specific time, and she's like, oh, I can't, I have plans, I have to go out with the family, or I have to like I have plans with my friends and stuff. Your immediate response should be cancel them. Cancel it.
Boom.
Right. And you don't say anything else. It's going to be really hard, right? You don't say anything else. You let her respond to that. That move right there. No guy has ever told her cancel it, right? It demonstrates. Now she's probably not going to cancel it, honestly, but but she's not going to flake on what you actually do set up, and it's going to be solid, because that's like one of those shockers, just like you did with paying for the groceries. It's like no one's ever told her cancel it.
Right. That's smooth.
And it already infers higher status because you're telling her, hey, screw your plans, I'm more important. And like, and she's probably not going to cancel anyway, but like she's going to know where you stand, and she's going to know that, like, oh, this guy is like brazen. And sometimes having balls is like attractive enough. But now 407, thanks for calling in. We just hit the 2-hour mark. We'll take one more call, super chats, and then we'll close the show. Thank you so much for calling in and supporting, bro.
Thanks, bro.
Appreciate it. Thanks.
Later, brother. Okay, so we got 636 on the line. 636. You're on with Myron, John, and Fresh Prince CEO on the Fresh and Fit podcast. What's up, man?
Hey, man, what's going on, Myron?
Chilling, man. Chilling.
John Sonman.
Caller, just give me 1 second. I'm just gonna read off these super chats real quick. French with the 199 British pound. How do you not get rusty if you are on monk mode? Man, if you're in monk mode, you're gonna get rusty, bro.
Yes, that's a very good question, but you can't really get out of that, bro. Because monk mode, bro, that's when you like just settle down. You know what? I'm taking an L for now. Period of time is gonna be locked down. I'm focusing on my purpose, whatever that means, your passion, and that's your time to like zone out. That's like if you're in the hyperbolic time chamber. You don't know what's outside. You just don't know what's inside. So that's your focus time. So don't worry about taking that, you know what I'm saying, rust off, because when you get out, it's when you can focus on that.
Yeah. I mean, you're just gonna be rusty when you come back out, but you gotta understand that typically when there's a cause, there's going to be an effect. There's always consequences to actions, and the consequence to going on a monk mode is you're going to come back out rusty. But that's fine, because if you have already internalized a lot of game, it'll just be, like learning how to ride a bike. You'll fall down maybe once after you come back, but then you'll be able to get it back very quickly. And then we got Dean with the $5 super chat with Indeed. I think he means Indeed that they belong to the streets. So with caller 636, go ahead. You will close out the night. What's your question?
All right. So my question to the panel is, what are your thoughts on women who take mirror selfies? Because from what I've noticed is a lot of them, their mirrors are either really dirty, or they put their butt on the sink to make them look better than they actually are.
Yeah. Who wants to go first on this one?
John, you go first, man.
Women who take mirror selfies. I mean, I don't know. Is there a chick that doesn't take mirror selfies? I don't know if there is. So, I mean, the question is, do they take good mirror selfies or not, right? Like, so if they take really good mirror selfies, then they're, they're doing that all the time. And so they're, yeah, I don't think that it really says much, because like I said, every chick takes mirror selfies. I think it'd say more if she doesn't take mirror selfies, right? But those could be the hidden gems, right? Because sometimes, this is something actually from this, which is a lot of times, a lot of you guys are looking at, you're getting fooled by the shit that you shouldn't get fooled by, right? Because you're looking at her profile pictures where she's all got the filters and hot, and you're swiping on those chicks, okay? But you're not looking at this chicks that are more discreet, right? Look at those chicks and imagine what they would look like dolled up with makeup on, and look at their shape, and you get some hidden gems there, because those are going to be good. Those girls are not going to be the attention whores, you know what I mean? And a lot of times the difference between a 6 and a 9 is just some high heels, a tight dress, and paint on her face, right? And so if you look for a girl that's like that looks like a 7 and she doesn't have any of that shit, she could be like the 10 when she is all dolled up. So I don't know. So I guess that's what I would say from that is if you look for the undiscovered, girls out there that don't know their value. So
okay, guys. So we're gonna have a little bit of fun, make this a little bit more interactive. So we're gonna have, when a girl takes a picture of herself on the sink, is she doing it for A, okay, free attention, B, validation, C, thirst trap, or D, all of the above? Go ahead and type it in the chat.
Can you repeat that? A
is free attention. B is free validation. C is thirst trap.
Thirst trap. Yep.
Or D, all of the above. Okay. I see a bunch of answers in here.
Oh, we got a lot of D.
Is that your final answer, guys? The answer is all of the above.
Yeah.
Good answer, guys. All of the above. Everybody here is obviously aware. Guys, so when girls take pictures, man, the reality is this. Women understand fundamentally that their value is derived from their looks. So they need to constantly get validation to see where they stand in the sexual marketplace. And the way they do this is by taking a picture, posting it, and seeing how much attention they can elicit from simps, because simps are the lifeline of female validation. So this is why girls put stupid pictures up. You guys want to have a big red pill right now? Class in session. When girls post something stupid and say cute picture, might delete later, what that really means is cute picture, I feel hot right now. Simps, let me know how you feel about it. And if I don't get enough comments, I'm going to take it down. That's what that really means. You know what I'm saying? So you can't feed into that and give her any type of free attention. Because I'll tell you guys this, and John and Prince definitely know this. The dude that's smashing, he definitely ain't leaving no comments. One more time. The dude that's smashing definitely ain't leaving no comments or no likes, bro. So with that said, okay, we're gonna actually close this one for real.
All right.
Enjoyed that show, man. John, thank you so much for coming on and giving your time, bro, and coming on as a special guest.
Yeah, that's fun.
But guys, make sure to get on the Patreon, patreon.com/freshandfit. We're going to actually film the top 5 reasons for real that she belongs to the streets, like the real top 5 that when obviously we can't put on YouTube. Please go subscribe to John from Bulldog Mindset, guys. Obviously, he is a killer. And make sure you subscribe to Fresh Prince CEOs.
We got one more super chat, and I just posted John's YouTube channel in the chat.
Okay.
One more super chat there.
It's CEO Lifestyle. Okay. Don't stop what you're doing. Keep grinding. Stay focused. Thank you so much, True Chino, $5 super chat. Yeah, guys, we're going to keep giving you guys the realities of how things go, and we're going to have the unfiltered stuff behind the Patreon for stuff that we can't show. But yeah, man, make sure to get on there, and we will catch you guys Tuesday. Remember, we do the Fresh and Fit podcast every Tuesday and Thursday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thank you guys so much for staying with us for the 2 hours, man. And we're just going to keep this train pushing, baby. Thank you, guys.